And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can tweet me as well on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. And let me check my watch. Oh wait, I'm not wearing a watch. We're on time, hooray! And it's not just me, of course. The co-host, the host with the mostest. Here he is, Hero.Collections. Brandon is here on time with me. We're on time today,
yes,
Brandon.
We are. Happy 8 p.m, bro.
Yes.
It is good to be here at 8 p.m. How are you doing?
Time to crack open the Koppelberg.
Yep, there you go. You know what I'm really craving today? Delicious. Ice cream.
Have you never tried a Koppelberg ever?
No.
Would you not? It'd be interesting. It's probably it's fruity. It's not what you probably think it is. It's not like a lager. It doesn't taste like an ashtray. Like, it's a nice fruity beverage.
Yeah, no.
You don't seem interested. No. Yeah, I'm trying to be a really bad influence. All right, fine. We'll get some ice cream. Anyway, hello. How are we doing, everybody? Another Thursday afternoon. That means only one thing. Me and Brandon are going to go on YouTube and talk some toys, and that's exactly what we're doing today. And because this weekend coming up, I was just saying to Brandon before we went live, would have been Toy Fair, like in any normal year, without COVID, without any pandemic. It would have been Toy Fair. So it's now for 2, maybe 3 years. Is it 2 or 3 years that we haven't had a physical event for Toy Fair, which is sad times.
This is the second year running.
Yeah, second
year running. Last Toy Fair was 2020.
Yeah, so that's always an exciting time for collectors because they reveal a lot of the stuff we're going to be seeing trickled out throughout the year. And because there's no event this year, the companies have to do it the same way they've been doing during the pandemic, which is online, which, to be fair, works pretty good for people like me and Brandon who like talking toys online. So today we are a little bit early for the live stream, but it is, of course, let me jump to the panel. There is, of course, a Fan First Monday on February the 21st. So, of course, today is going to be all about predictions, speculation, because let's be honest, like, we know a lot, but there's a lot we don't know as well, if that makes sense. So, like, there's a lot of rumours, a lot of leaked lists out there. And you know on here, I don't really like talking leaks as such, but I don't mind having a bit of fun with speculation and rumours. That's what this channel's all about. All in good fun. Talking about what we'd like to see, what we think we may see based off... I always say our educated guesses, because, as I said, I like to think me and Brandon know some stuff when it comes to Marvel Legends. So today we're going to be making some predictions. And again, these are just general predictions to sort of engage and start a conversation with you guys, to let you guys tell us what you think you're going to see, what you want to see, because I'm hoping for quite a few reveals. Usually Toy Fair has a lot of reveals, right, Brandon?
It does. Usually Toy Fair is like, we would see everything from the summer program. So like the last time it was X-Men 20th, we pretty much saw everything. I think we saw the retro wave that year at Toy Fair, which was the Spider-Man wave. I think they gave us some Walgreens reveals off the top of my head. They may have shown an X-Men wave off the top of my head. I think it was the AOA wave they showed. But Toy Fair, usually we would get like almost everything. Not almost everything, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but like we would get a lot, basically. But I was thinking about it, and I actually think I prefer the format we get now, right?
Yeah,
Where we get these live stream events, we get them trickled out throughout the year. You don't, because it used to just be Toy Fair, San Diego, and New York Comic Con, which was like February, July, and October, November time every year. 3 big events, and that was it. You know, sometimes with MCU stuff trickled in between. Whereas now, you know, the way we get it like this, events running throughout the year, reveals every month, it's a much better way to run it, I think.
For someone like me who's sat at home in the middle of England, yeah, like, I'm not complaining with more content, but I do feel for the people out there and the content creators and the community aspect that can't actually go to these events. Even somewhere like Toy Fair, you'd still get some of our inside men out there giving us the scoop. So I understand how people are going to miss the physical presence, but like Brandon says, there's definitely a benefit of this new digital age. And even if Toy Fair was still a thing right now, I'm sure they would still be saving some of these reveals for online live streams and content anyway. Like last year, we seen the first time YouTube, like, I got to reveal a blue Marvel Legend. Do you know what I mean? Like, absolutely insane. So like, the Hasbro team know what they're doing when it comes to Marvel Legends. They're very much embedded in the community. So again, we're hoping they sort of did a live stream for Marvel Legends this same time last year in 2021. So we were sort of guessing. We did say last time, I said on Legends and Liquor, like, we're going to be seeing a Marvel Fan First at some point. We were sort of hoping for a Fan First Thursday, but it turns out it's Monday. So me and Brandon will officially say right now, for everyone in the replay crew, everyone here's for live, we will be doing our live stream next week on Monday. Can you believe it? What a shock. Shock, horror. But yes, next week's live stream won't be Thursday. It will be Monday. We will do Monday. And I might be doing something else on Thursday. We'll get into it in a second. But first, let me do some housekeeping. Let's first say hello. I feel like it's been a while, Brandon, since we actually said hello to anyone who's watching us. I always skip it. I always talk too much nonsense and miss it. So shall we try and say hello to
yes,
people
let's
in the chat?
see who we have got. So
Yes,
Mike
please.
D is in the chat. He says, sup, sup, sup. King Blackbolt says, having a terrible day, so I'm looking forward to these guys cheering me up. We are happy to do so, brother.
Indeed.
We have... I don't want to butcher this name. I want to say Joe says hello from Portugal. Mark Rose is here. Bring Toys to Work. He's here. Says happy Thursday, everyone. Damien is here. So good evening, afternoon, all from Shetland.
Hello.
Kurt K says greetings from New Jersey. Mini Plastic Multiverse says hey, all looking forward to the speculation. Ultimate Carnage says sup, everyone. How's everyone's day? Rich M, the super producer himself, is in the chat. Tac Tac Toys of Film says evening, everyone. Jay's Toy Collection UK, Tanner, Jamie, Cloud Foxwell, Stridin, Nathan Toland is here. Says finally got his retro cap. Dark Joker's in is here.
Wow. You were
Rob
on
Pollock
the
is
Infinity
here.
Equation.
Jason Lopez.
You were on the Infinity
I
Equation.
was,
this week.
yes.
Was it
If
fun?
you haven't already.
Was Dante and Alex good to you?
Yes, they were very good. Yeah, we had a really nice time. And it was weird. The 4:30 a.m. bedtime did not hit me as hard as I expected. So I think that was probably down to how good a time we had, though. I kind of did, but it wasn't like the ideal pre-stream nap, you know. But it was like a kind of nap.
And like Brandon said, go
Home
check
Dude
that
is
out,
here.
by the way, on the Infinity Equation podcast.
Yes,
if I remember,
do.
I'll put a link in the description. But yes, Brandon was riding solo like Jason Derulo over on the Infinity Equation podcast with Alex and Dante, talking toys, a lot of Star Wars talk. If you want to continue that, we know Brandon knows his stuff there. So yeah, go over to the Infinity Equation podcast. And I sent Dante a little package this week as well, so I'm hoping he gets it very soon.
Yes, hopefully. Tanner's here, I said as well. Cloud, Jade Toy Collection, McButter Golem, Logan X Dan's Toys, Bat Force Grumps, The Irrelevant Hulk, Arvin Shah, Ryan Daly, Omega Weapon. Rob Pollock says, I've definitely become accustomed to the live stream format as well. Rectangular is here. Tanner says that he likes the live stream format as well. Who else we got? David Evan Smith, Jason Lopez. Rectangular says apparently they're going to announce a new HasLab on Monday.
Really?
Well, I mean, I could see them teasing a HasLab because they teased the HasLab. They teased the Sentinel HasLab at Toy Fair in 2020.
They did, yeah, with the Fantastic Four sort of graphics.
No. That was for Sentinel.
Oh.
At Toy Fair.
Oh.
The last Toy Fair. They did...
for 2 years. The pandemic years have merged into one big year for me, obviously.
No. But yes, and then last year, you're right, was with Galactus. Cap Lives is here, Hero Collectors is here, Radlam, Solano Vision, Leo, NASA. Who else we got? Oh, Rich M has put the Infinity Equation YouTube link in the chat.
And I've pinned it to the top as well. So go and click that at the top of the chat. So first of all, go and subscribe to the Infinity Equation. Genuinely my favourite podcast in this toy community. And as I said, Brandon was a guest on their very last episode. So if you like this type of format, just talking toys, etc., and then go and check them out. But I'm sure you guys already know. But yes, link is pinned to the top of the chat. Shout out Ryan, Dante, and Alex, of course.
Yes, absolutely. And then we have, that's pretty much everybody. I'm Manuel, AV Nuggler, Liam H.
Beautiful. Right.
Lots of people here.
I do want to quickly go for my housekeeping, but I also, you were talking about Damien, who's from the Shetland Islands. Earlier on, I was genuinely looking for the Shetlands on a map. Like, so Damien literally lives. So this is England, everybody. This is where me and Brandon live. Like, I live, like, here, sort of in the middle of England. Brandon lives like north of London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah,
basically.
So we're about a 2 hour.
Northeast.
We're about a 2 hour drive away from each other. As I said, I'm here-ish in the middle. But Damien lives like all the way like on one of these weird islands. I think. Is that where you live, Damien? I think so. Maybe he lives up here. It's too cold up here. Surely he can't live up there. But yeah, Damien lives up here somewhere. Like so. Good luck getting Legends up there.
And then show them where Rich and Phil live.
So Rich and Phil live on this weird place full of sheep called Wales. There you go. There is in Wales.
There it is.
They're down here, down the south area of Wales, I believe. So there you go. That's Phil. Shout out Phil Jones and the super producer, the legit real Who crew. But there you go. There's a little geography lesson for everybody. I feel like I'm on the weather. Do you know, like, and we're gonna have gusts of clouds and wind. We are actually gonna have crazy wind, apparently. Like, Amanda's made me go and take out the egg chair and put it in the shed in case she thought it was gonna blow away. I was like, I don't think it'll blow away, but I'll put it away just to be safe. But there you go. There's our geography lesson. But yeah, sorry. I genuinely was looking on the map earlier for some random reason, and I was like, where does Damien live actually? On the Shetland somewhere. But yeah, randomly. Anyway, housekeeping. Let me go to my fancy graphics. So, if you didn't know, just like Netflix and Amazon Prime, Dan Who has a content but it's free. Dan Who Live, Legends and Liquor, Turtles and Tea, and Joe's and Juice. And I was just saying to Brandon before we went live, because we are moving the live stream this week until to Monday. That means we've got time to do other streams throughout the week because there are some other things that are going to be revealed. For example, I'll bring up one of these graphics. We're going to have a G.I. Joe stream on Thursday. So maybe we should fill the Thursday gap with a little bit of Joe's and Juice. Do you know, we've already kicked off a pilot episode. It went pretty well with Mark, Tac, and Tom Mini Plastic Multiverse. So I think next Thursday, to fill the void of Thursday evening, we're still going to do a live stream, people, but it's going to be a Joe's and Juice live stream. And I do have some fancy graphics of that I'll show off in a second. But I've just seen a big red label pop up in the chat. And this man is genuinely keeping the lights on in the Dan Who household. He's the official sponsor. We have no contracts drawn up, but trust me, he is the official sponsor of the Dan Who show, that is for sure. And Friday should be working. Usually the first super chat.
Oh, wow. I just saw it. It just came up.
Usually the first super chat's a little bit wonky. But if it doesn't pop up, then let me just say, I'll give it a second. Let me see if I can go to my where is it actually? Right, as I said, Joe's and Juice. Let me throw the graphic up. So on Thursday, people, instead of the regular Dan Who Live with me and Brandon, we're going to do that Monday, so we're fresh with the Marvel news. On Thursday, it'll be me, Mark Tac, and Mini Plastic Multiverse talking Joe's and Juice, recapping all the Joe's live stream goodness, all right? So there you go. Joe's and Juice will be this Thursday, and then me and Brandon will be here Monday, because as I said, there's lots of stuff going on. So we've got literally Marvel event on Monday, and then on Thursday, we got Joe's and Juice. And then over this weekend, so that's next week, this weekend, NECA are going to start revealing stuff. I already know that, is it Pixel Dan? Another Dan in this community is going to be revealing something NECA-wise. So we're going to get NECA reveal. So maybe me and Tanner should do some Turtles and Tea next week as well. So next week is going to be like a live stream extravaganza. That's for sure. But let me just, as I said, rewind. For some reason, Friday is not working. But Bring Toys to Work drops a massive super chat. And he says, to the best live stream this side of the action figure universe, only 20 streams away from the converted 100. Bring Toys to Work, Michael, my friend. Thank you so very much. Much appreciated. He gets what we're trying to do here, and I appreciate him supporting the channel and all the content. As I said, I wouldn't have been able to do other spin-offs if these streams weren't successful. So again, I appreciate everybody. And Brandon, shall we give him? I think we've said it casually on the stream before, but we are planning for the 100th live stream to do it in person.
Yes, we are indeed.
I have genuinely invited Brandon and the super producer to come to my house. I've literally told Amanda, look, put the kettle on. Well, not just yet, be cold by then, but
get the ice cream out.
Yeah, get some ice cream, because in July, it is July, right? Early July, we figured out.
Yes, I think so.
So early July, Brandon and the super producer Rich M will be coming to the cave. I don't know what I call this room.
The Who House.
The Who House. Yeah, like this tiny little bedroom. I genuinely don't know how we're all gonna fit in this tiny room. Like, it looks bigger on here, but like, I don't know how we're gonna do it. We might have to stream in my kitchen, but we're gonna do a live stream in person. They, for the first time, will see my cave of wonders. This is just one room in my house. Like, I have actually got an attic upstairs where Amanda thinks I have a problem, and she's not wrong, but no one sees it. That's the part I don't really show off. That's where I film my reviews and stuff. So we'll be doing it in person then. But yeah, good times. But let me go back to the housekeeping real quick. Brandon, you've got you've been on the Instagram hype at the minute. Been doing pretty well, pretty good. Some nice pictures.
Yes.
You're now an official ACBA artist. Now you've been on the Instagram of the ACBA page. So
yeah, no, that was pretty cool as well.
So you're planning something every day this month or something, right?
Yeah, there is a post going up every single day this month. Well, actually, so far, I think I've either taken or planned shots up until the 8th of March. I want to say something like that. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, celebrating Black History Month mainly for this month. Lots to come. I think Captain Rex is going up tonight. Then you'll see some big heroes going up over the weekend. And then some Marvel Comics next week, I think, with a bit of Star Wars maybe too. I can't remember. There's loads there. It's all taken. It's all drafted. It's all ready to go. So, yeah, come and check it out.
The link is always on the screen, and it is always in the video description. Go and follow Brandon on Instagram. It is that simple. As I said, he's been getting around. Go and check out the link for the pin post. He was on the Infinity Equation last week talking all this. So go and check him out, support the content. Of course, you can support the content right here, right now. And hopefully Friday will work. Michael drops a massive super chat and Friday's like fell asleep. I'm going to kick the rusty bucket in a minute and see if she's going to start working. But if you do want to contribute or support the channel, anything over £4 or $4, much appreciated. Of course, there are other ways you can support the content by hitting that join button. That's the main one. Hit that join button, people. I'm going to be doing some really fun giveaways for my channel members. I've basically got a Baron's email I'm going to give away. Channel member, obviously emojis nice. As well. But yeah, so I brought a couple of extra... there you go, Mike D. There you go. Mike D is... oh, thank you, Mike. Mike was literally just telling me the other day that he was going to join, or he didn't join or something. But he's here. Mike, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. I know you've been spending all your money on whatnot, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mike D. At the members level as well. So again, perfect example. But yeah, so I've brought a couple of Baron's emos. I've sent a couple out to a few friends, but I'm going to have an extra. So I'm going to give away a Baron's emo to one of my channel members anywhere on the planet. I don't care where you are. Like, I will cover the shipping. If you are supporting this channel, let me try and help you. I know there's a lot of, as I said, a lot of US friends that struggle to get these type of figures. I know Triangular got one this week. He had to get from like Robot Kingdom, I think, which is like Asia. Is that in Asia, right? Robot Kingdom, like Malaysia or somewhere like that.
Yes,
or Hong Kong or somewhere.
Like that. Yeah, something like that.
Far East, anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna have a Baron's emo. I'm gonna give away to the channel members, and also some other stuff as well, because I've been sent a box today. So I know I haven't really shown anyone what's in that box. Brandon doesn't even know what's in that box.
No, I don't.
So I will show that in a minute. But it seems like Friday's broken today, because the channel membership popped up, but the super chats aren't. But I can still see them. I still see them anyway. So Ultimate Carnage, big contributor as always. Thank you very much. He says, mark your calendars for July for the 100th episode. Yeah, I'm going to try and make that into a big deal. As I said, Brandon and Rich will be here in person. It will probably be an extra long stream. We'll do some fun giveaways. Like as I said, I've got plenty of time to plan for it. So we'll try and do like loads of giveaways and stuff like that.
Yeah, Rich and I will personally be going through the Dan Hu Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, but
not picking out some giveaways for each other and for everyone in the chat.
Yeah, you and Rich are going, I've got a giveaway to Brandon. And Brandon's like, I've got a giveaway for you, Rich. No, fair is all.
And we're going to run a photography competition that only I will enter. And then we're gonna run a graphics competition that only Rich will enter. It's gonna be great.
I do actually like. I know Infinity Equation does it quite a lot, so I may just completely copy them and do like a
that would be great.
An ACBA really competition, but for the Who crew, as in like it's got to be Hellfire, Hank, Frogman, Tigra, or Captain Britain, someone like that. A Who Crew themed ACBA competition I think will be good, and I'll pick a good prize for that. Michael uses his channel membership token to say early July is the release of Thor Love and Thunder. Great timing, 7th of July in the theaters. That's true. So if the first week of July, do you know what? It may be the day. The 100th episode may be the day.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let me count. So today is 80, right?
Yes, today's 80.
So it's 80, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep talking while I count.
Okay, cool. I'm just looking at the chat real quick. And Robot Kingdom is in Hong Kong, says Rectangular. 7. But yes, I know you got your Baron Zemo this week. MCU Collector. If you need a Baron Zemo, let me know, my friend. Let me know. I can help you out. But I'm sure you have your links and hookups regardless. But still, don't be shy. Same as anybody out there. If anyone wants help, let me know. You'll have to pay the UK shipping. But it's about, I think I sent a couple at first class this week and it cost £20. So £20 British sterling. If you convert that to whatever dollars is, it costs £20 to send the figure, and the figure was £20. So you're basically paying double, which is frustrating. You shouldn't have to, but same happens for me, not Marvel Legends. Like, I'm constantly paying extra for turtle stuff. I paid like triple the price for Goliath, the NECA Goliath, because there's no Goliath license here in the UK. So like, I get the frustration, but I have to do it too. Do you know what I mean? So like, I appreciate the people out there helping me, and I'm willing to help out. Rich M says it's the 14th, the week after Thor, which may be better.
No. I just counted it, and I just put it in a Google calculator, and yeah, it's the 7th of July, and Thor comes out on the 8th of July. So we could finish the stream
and go and see Love,
and then go to the midnight showing of Thor.
Let's do it. There's literally a Cineworld,
and then come home and restream again.
Yeah, we can do it, mate. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm pretty sure I just put it into a calculator. What is the date? 20 weeks from now.
Oh, we'll do a whole like channel members vlog or something like that. I'm thinking about doing that this year, like a little channel membership vlog where, as I said, I don't have a crazy amount of channel members, but again, just give them a little bit of behind the scenes. I think is always fun to see, because usually the channel members are the ones that are genuinely curious of the content. So may have to do that. I maybe have to do a binary giveaway or a quasar giveaway. As I said, these guys are like on sale right now in the UK. Not bragging, like, but it is the case. Okay, let me just get to it. Brandon, do you want to quickly have any comments on the Star Wars reveals this week? Any quick thoughts? Because we won't get another opportunity to talk about them. So
just one quick thing before I forget.
Okay.
If anybody knows someone who does those like Gamerverse, Mafex, Spider-Man head sculpts, let me know if you do, or if you know someone that does, because I've been playing and posing with this Mars a lot recently, but I don't like the head sculpts as much as like the Gamerverse versions or like the other custom versions that I've seen out there in the world. So if you do, or if you know someone who else that does, hit me up. The Black Series reveals. Well, we saw some trash.
Let me throw up some trash.
And then we saw something that was not trash.
Okay, so
this is trash, right? This is bad, man. This is really, really bad.
This is not what we wanted.
I hate calling things trash. I know that the Black Series team probably try their best, yada yada yada. I always try and give the benefit of the doubt, but this is just bad.
Okay.
Like, it is a Chewbacca repaint, I think, by the looks of it. You know, a lot of people were saying that. Personally, I can't see that it isn't a repaint. I think the only new part, I'm not even sure how new the head is.
It's just,
like,
it might just have some beads, like.
Yeah, I think they might have just retooled it slightly. Like, it doesn't. This is just bad. It's the wrong proportions. The head sculpt is just wrong.
Even as a casual Star Wars guy, I seen Boba Fett and would thought the character design for this Black Chrysanthemum looked gangster. He wasn't as such a cool character throughout the show, unfortunately, but the design nevertheless was great. So I would have loved a figure from it, but not this. This isn't the version from Boba Fett anyway. This is the comic version, obviously, but still, this isn't what anyone asked for. I don't.
But it's weird because, and this is where I get confused with Black Series and how they manage things, because they say that their aim is to have, whether it's comic, animated, whatever, they try to give every character a realistic feel so that your collection looks seamless as you go along. So you don't have like What If, you don't have comic figures and cell shaded figures and MCU figures.
Yeah.
Everything is the same thing.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer the Marvel approach, but that's how they like to view it. So you would think that this would look exactly the same as how he appears in Book of Boba Fett by that logic, but it doesn't. So yeah, it's a bit.
Okay, so it's
a bit confusing.
The biggest fan of the figure. It's basically a Chewbacca repaint.
Sadly.
So, but this guy. So I've not seen Bad Batch, but I'm aware of the character. You have taught me. But new design. Is this any good? Is this good? Is this any good?
This is pretty good. So this is mostly new sculpt. This is Cadbane as he appears in the Bad Batch. It's great, man. It is just great. This is what people would want to see from Hasbro. And I know that Black Series can't do it all the time and so on, but there's a difference between being able to do it and hit and really win big like they have done with this figure, and then kind of toe the line and do what they can, and then just put out straight silliness. So it was a really interesting thing to see everything we saw in the live stream last week, and then this week to see straight silliness with Chris Anton, and then something great like this with Cat Bane. I wonder why we didn't just get it all last week.
Yeah, I'm curious.
On the stream.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I was giving them the benefit of the doubt, I would say, or maybe it's, like a bring home the bounty type, like marketing reveal, maybe. I don't know. But I think that given that they were live streaming on the Wednesday, which was the finale of Boba Fett, I would have just shown everything, really.
Do you prefer this character design for Cad Bane, or do you prefer the other one?
I think the Clone Wars one is more definitive.
More similar to the live action one we've seen as well.
And also similar to the live action.
Yeah.
But I do think that this is a cool look for him. I did pre-order it because it's Amazon, and so the Black Series Amazon figures always go up on the aftermarket. So I thought I may as well buy now and decide later.
Yeah, check out Iron Hand.
Yeah, but I think this is cool. I think it. And I also hope we get to see more of Cad Bane in that era between episodes 3 and 4, because this may end up being his definitive look post the Clone Wars.
Night Walker says, make an MCU Cad Bane. That'd be great. Yeah. He appears in the MCU. First of Chicken says, I'm here, but I'm late. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We have been late. I've been late many a time. Don't worry about it. But we were early today, so you probably thought we would be late again and thought you'd be right on time, didn't you, Nick? But no, First of Chicken. We were early. We were on time. So, yeah, you missed out. Okay, but you said, what did you say? Something about the bounty or something or other. That's a perfect segue, Brandon, because before we get into the Marvel talk, and trust me, the Marvel talk's coming, but we like to ramble at the start.
Oh, yes. I forgot. I keep forgetting about this. Let's see it.
Okay, let me go full screen for a second so you can still hear Brandon, obviously. Okay, full screen. There you go. Here's my big room. Ignore the display. It's a mess. Figures on the floor. I'm trying to finish some reviews up. Blah, blah, blah. But today I got this in the post. Okay, big box. And it came with a little note. There you go. That's what it says. Pause it, read it now. That's what Shartimus says, right? But it says, Happy Valentine's Day. Told you, I've got a secret admirer. We wanted to send you a special thank you to show our appreciation for your support on Hasbro in the past year. That's right, I'm a Hasbro bum pirate. This is why. With a selection of some of our favourite items all still available at Zavvi. So shout out Zavvi as well, of course. Let's have a look at what's in the box then, shall we? Any guesses, Brandon?
I thought maybe one of the helmets.
There's some paper. My floor is always a mess after a live stream.
A couple of Black Series, maybe a couple of vintage collection figures.
You're spot on. They have sent me...
Oh, wow.
Boba Fett's helmet.
Oh, wow.
This is the re-armored version. What's the re-armored version, Brandon?
So the re-armored version. So this is once he gets it back in the Mandalorian.
Okay.
And repaints it again.
I might become a bounty hunter now. Do you reckon I could do that? Is there anyone you want me to take out? DM me.
Not that we should.
DM me. I might go crazy. I might become a bounty hunter, travel around the galaxy, and take some people out. So beware, everyone. All right. Beware. But there you go.
You'll become the Legends team's hitman and take out all the leakers.
Yeah, all the leakers. Rectangular. JC, I'm coming for you. It's all right. Rectangular's going for JC himself anyway. Rectangular be like Cadbane. I'll be Boba. But there you go. Helmet, beautiful. Very curious. I don't really go for the roleplay stuff myself. So obviously, when it's sent to me, of course I'll check it out. So there you go. Right, there is some Marvel stuff. Can you guess which one it is? Oh shit! I've just showed it.
Nice, very nice.
It's not. It's not.
Very nice.
It's my favourite one. To be fair, they clearly have watched the channel. This was number one. If you see my recap and ranking of the wave, which are now available to everybody, this was my number one of the wave. Spoiler alert: the Mark 1 Spider Armor. Loved this design. Had it as a kid. Marvel have done it beautifully, pinless, great figure. So they clearly watched the content. They knew this was my favourite. So thank you very much. I will probably use this in a giveaway. Channel members, of course. Also, they sent me a Power Ranger / Turtle pack. Now, can you guess which one they sent me?
Oh, they didn't. Wow.
I told you, they watched the content.
That is lovely.
They watched the content. They've clearly got the best turtle involved. Because I've got Donatello.
You got Leonardo.
Leonardo, yeah. There you go. Okay, I see what you did there, but no. Donatello, Leonardo, in that order. But yeah, I still haven't reviewed these on the channel, so I am going to be doing a review of all the turtles. I think Shredder's even out now as well, so hopefully I'll get my hands on him. But there you go. Thank you very much. As I said, all this stuff available on Zavi. And then they sent me some Transformer stuff, so I might have to get Gahubri J to do a quick phone-in. Or even Nick, Thirsty for Chicken, was talking this on Legends and Liquor. But they sent me the Studio Series Soundwave, which is, I think, the Soundwave from the Bumblebee movie, the intro of the movie. So now I'm going to have to buy Ravage anyway. Is it Ravage? Ravage, Eject, or whatever he says. So there you go. I think it's Ravage. There's that. And then also Wheeljack as well. From the beginning of the Bumblebee movie. So, always fun. So, of course, I'll be sharing the wealth for the channel members. As I said, I'm going to do a Baron Zemo. I think I'm going to do like a Baron Zemo and then like a couple of other prizes, including like that Spider Armor, etc. So, much appreciated to Hasbro and to Zavi. But yeah, there you go. Boba Fett helmet. I might become a bounty hunter now. New career path for me, Brandon.
There you go.
Matt Tac says, I'd love a Star Wars helmet, but I think I'd end up as a Boba Sweat. Yeah, very true. So my head probably won't even fit in it, honestly. I've got a weird shaped head. But all right, okay, let's get into some actual Marvel talk then. Let the speculation run wild. Monday. Again, this is where you guys can get involved as well. Let's start talking Marvel. What are we going to see? As I said, we know a lot of what's coming this year already, but there's more that we don't know. If that makes sense. Like, there's more stuff coming out in 2022 that we don't know yet than we do know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Okay,
yeah.
good. So
that's the thing. If you think about it, in terms of stuff that's revealed, the stuff that's revealed has either already come out, such as Strange, Cat, Zemo, the Retro Wave, the Strange Wave. The only things that have... and then you've got like the Bonebreaker Wave, Ulick, Ragnarok Thor. What's the other one? Ragnarok Thor...
Black Panther.
No. I meant Ragnarok Thor as in like the figure. And Ulick got revealed. Do you know those two? And then there was one more, I'm sure of it. Oh, Jigsaw. Jigsaw is the other one.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was thinking movie Ragnarok Thor, but you're on about...
No.
Yes,
Yeah, Cyborg Thor.
I thought we were listing the movies coming out, and I was like, Thor, Black Panther.
Yeah. Like, so in terms of like figures that are yet to come that we know about, there are very little. Iron Spider, I suppose, no. But yeah, so there's... And given we get, 100 and something Legends a year, 110 Legends a year?
Yeah. Crazy.
There's still a lot more to go.
Crazy. Gahubri J says, Wheeljack is basically the Donatello of the Autobot, so that's some elite choices from whoever packed that. Whoever packed that watches the channel, because they've picked some of my favourite picks. But yes, Wheeljack is the Donatello. I like that. I like that analogy. I'll take that. Thank you very much, Gahubri J, a.k.a. Matt. People are saying Mandalorian Dan DeLorean, says Fortress Maximus.
There you go.
I'll take that. I hope Hasbro does a Donny Cates Venom with that Snull. Interesting. I want to, says Mason. Omega Weapon 13 says, I want to see the Phoenix Force. And Mike D says, I was a notorious bounty hunter in Star Wars Galaxies by Soul. I miss that game. SOE? Soul? I don't know. As I said, I was a Sega PlayStation man, so any other games, not touched it. Okay, let's get into my first.
I think we just had a super chat or something. It just came up from.
Oh
Thirsty
yes,
for Chicken.
it did. Thank you very much, Thirsty for Chicken. He uses the Streamlabs donation link, which is much appreciated. By the way.
Nice.
It's in the description. It works just like a super chat. He says, before we totally move from Star Wars, this is a question for Brandon. Not sure if you know about it, but there was an unfinished episode of Cadbane fighting it out with a young Boba and giving him his dent in the helmet, of course. Do you think BB Season 2, which is Bad Batch Season 2, will have that episode? Or to just answer that question, to rejig that question, do you think we'll ever see that scene in, like, media, whether it's animated or live action?
I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like it doesn't really add to the story of the Bad Batch. So there would be no real reason to see it there, even though we've seen Cad Bane in the Bad Batch. But that being said, Lucasfilm like to tell us stories about people that, you know, the show is not about in those shows. So we could see it.
Is anyone scared that Kenobi's going to like start and then episode 2 is just going to be about like Darth Vader? It's not even going to have Kenobi in it.
Could you imagine if episode 1 is Kenobi rescuing Grogu and putting him on that planet that Mando went and found him at? That
sounds great, but then episode 2 is all about Jar Jar Binks. And what happened to him?
I wouldn't
the original
complain.
trilogy.
I want to know what happened to Jar Jar
So,
once
like,
the Empire set in.
Who knows?
I'm not kidding.
Who knows what Star Wars are doing? Hero of Collectors, thank you very much, Austin. He says, we better get that rumoured Quake figure. She'll be my favourite figure of the year. If so, I need some Quake in my life, Hasbro. So yeah, comic book Quake, obviously S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Daisy something or other. I forgot her second name. Do you remember her second name?
I
should know.
I wanted to say Ridley, but I know that's not right.
I feel like I should know it. But it's definitely Daisy. I know that for sure. Rob Pollock says SOE is Sony Online Entertainment. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you very much. As I said, not really much of a gamer, people. Bit of FIFA, bit of Call of Duty. That's about all you're going to get from me. I want Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Quake, May, and Coulson, says Greg. We have got Coulson. We have also got, is it Maria Hill? But they didn't have the digital face print and tech. I don't even think we've had an MCU Nick Fury with the digital face print and tech.
Have you got Coulson and...
Of course I have.
Oh, look at that. Look, wait, ready? Look. Oh, no, wait, the other way. There they are. Well, there's 2 out of 3. Where's Coulson?
Look, I've got myself an extended cable.
Oh, I've got him in the back.
So, like, if anyone asks to see something on my display, I've got an extra cable now. If it works. Oh no, I think I might have broke it. Ugh. Okay,
yeah,
you can still hear. You can still see and hear me, right? I think I just broke my camera.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think so. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out in a second. Let's. It's my own fault. I've just yanked on a cable. Let me pull it. Actually, see what's going on.
Okay. While Dan is sorting himself out. What were we saying? Yeah, so it would be cool to see any of those characters. I mean we still need to see Nick Fury in with photoreal face, hopefully by the time Secret Invasion comes out. Cap Liv says, is there a need for that scene to be finished? We know it's canon. I agree. Daisy Johnson says, Rob, Greg, and Cloud. Cap Liv says, Jar Jar became pretty sad during the Empire. He pretty much became a street clown. Rectangular said he needs that US agent. Yeah, but you might have to get it from Robot Kingdom. You never know.
Stop winding him up. There you go. There's Coulson. He's behind the thing, but there he is.
Oh yeah, there he is.
And there's Nick Fury there.
Because I thought that was before. I thought that was like before you got back into it. No,
that was 2015, I think. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, because that came out May 2015.
I did have to import it. It was like the most expensive set I had brought originally. It cost me like, I think it cost me like 70 quid at that time, and 70 quid at that time was like, don't get me wrong, 70 quid now is like but like then it was like I shipped it and imported it, and I was panicking that it'd even make it. Thirsty for Chicken says, either way, season 2 needs more Cadbane. I feel like Boba is who hired him, but what I really want is Star Killer hunting down, killing the Jedi. That's a popular choice. I think many people have said something similar along those lines. All right, let me get this back up. Let's actually get into the Marvel talk. Let me...
Oh, just because everyone's educating me. The Nick Fury from the Captain Marvel wave did have photoreal. It came out in 2019.
Oh, that's young Nick Fury.
That's young Nick Fury.
Yeah,
so that's not the Nick Fury I'm talking about, guys. Come on, come on.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. We've not had a Nick Fury in his iconic look.
We haven't had the definitive Fury that we should have had by now.
That young Nick Fury's not even on my shelf. He's not even on my shelf. He's in a box. Like, he doesn't need to be there. The only Nick Fury I need on my shelf is the long coat, like classic looking Nick Fury.
And my hope is that that the reason why we didn't get him in the Infinity Saga line is that we will hopefully get him in the what's it called? We'll hopefully get him for a Secret Invasion wave.
Yeah, that's got to happen with a different look though. It won't be the same. It won't be the
thing though. He might have a beard and stuff.
Yeah, not that. Don't get me wrong. He looks cool, but not the. Still want that figure in his iconic look from the Iron Man, end of Iron Man, and Iron Man 2 and Avengers, etc. Rectangular also says US Agent is not a villain, smart guy. Yeah, see, you get into him. It's working.
Who said he was a villain?
I think you probably said villains or something. He's listening. Right, my first prediction, Brandon. This is a wild one. Now go with me here.
Wait. Just set the parameters first. So what are we doing? Are we going through these cards and just saying?
So basically,
we're just predicting.
Yeah. So basically, what I've done here is created a couple of cards with a couple of very vague predictions for Monday. Okay. So from these vague predictions, we can obviously start a conversation on what we might potentially see based off previous knowledge or leaked rumors or whatever, etc. And the chat obviously can get involved as well. All right. So I'll keep the card on the screen. So if the chat keep the comments in theme with what's on the screen, then I'll read some out as we go along. All right. And hopefully the chat should stay on for the replay crew as well. Do you watch live streams and then try and reply and realize it's not live and you're like, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
I was trying to do that during Infinity Equation. I'm like, wait, they're not live. This was the other night. But yes, my first bold prediction, people, all right? More MCU reveals. Now, when I say MCU, we don't just mean the movies anymore. The MCU has expanded to Disney Plus. So let me say why I think this. Because we have seen digital renders of both Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. And we all know they are going to end up somewhere. A lot of people are speculating a 2-pack. I think it may be another Disney Plus wave. Around about April of 2021, we got the release of the first Disney wave, right? I think it's about April.
Yes.
Yeah. So
about that.
Yeah. So I think it's
maybe May or June.
Yeah. First it got delayed, but I think it was probably scheduled around
April
the time that Falcon and Winter Soldier came out. So I think it's about time again we got another Disney Plus wave. The last one was, let's be honest, the last wave we got was mainly a what if wave with Sylvie. Like there's so many more live action characters we still need from the shows now that have ended over a year ago. Just think WandaVision, we never got Monica Rambeau, we never got Agatha Harkness, we never got the twins, Ralph Boner if anyone wants him. So we've had over a year now for these figures to be talk, concept, created, made. So we can talk there. Another reason that makes me think we may get some MCU reveals is today, I think this morning, last night, whatever it was, Thor, Love and Thunder SH Figure Arc figures were officially revealed. Now these ain't a leak. These were officially revealed by SH Figure Arts, all right? And I should really throw up the... Should I throw up the spoiler warning? No, there's no spoilers here. We all know these two are in this movie. It's just how they look in a film. I apologise if anyone didn't want to see this, but here we go. Here we are. So we got Jane Foster, who's in Thor cosplay. Who says she's got the powers? She's got cosplay. With Thor, who obviously he's obviously trimmed out a little bit. He's went back to his good old ways. His hair's grew out. He's not fat anymore. But there we get Jane Foster. So this what's made it's like usually when we see these, it means the Legends team ain't going to be too far along. And usually when we see MCU reveals, it's on a Monday, and it might actually be before the live stream. Like I think Marvel.com may actually reveal something on the Monday morning, and then the live stream can talk about it then in the afternoon. So I still personally think I still personally think that it's a little bit too early to see any Thor Love and Thunder figures, because usually we don't see any figures until we've seen a trailer at least. We've not seen any trailer or anything. So I was quite surprised to see these revealed in the first place. However, Brandon, your thoughts on these looks, these figures, and are we going to see Love and Thunder figures on Monday?
I am all in for Jane for sure. I love SHF, man. It's one of my favorite lines of figures. Mafex I get increasingly frustrated with, because like I was just posing Miles, and then look, ready?
Squeaky.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, it just out of nowhere just starts going squeaky and QC and all that. Whereas with SHF, most times out of 10, you get quite lucky. So I think this costume looks great. I think hats off and bravo to them for doing the wire capes. I love the look of Wreath Forged Mjolnir. I think it looks brilliant. I'm a bit on the fence about what I'm going to do about Thor, though. That's kind of an existential crisis I'm going through at the moment. So I have Avengers Thor. I have Ragnarok Thor. I have Infinity War Thor. I have Endgame Thor, all in SHF or Mafex. So I've got 4 Thors. So do I need another Thor? You know,
never have too many.
Should I
Thors.
sell the other 4 and get this Thor?
You need 4 Thors.
No, I already have
4
Thors. This would be the 5th Thor. So I'm like, should I sell the other 4 Thors and get this Thor? It's
Marvel
tough.
Legends have been in their prime, and we've had the most Thor-related content since then. So, like, Ragnarok came out. We got loads of great figures for Ragnarok. Obviously, he was in Infinity War. We got looks for that. He had different look in Endgame again. So, like, and now we've got this film coming out. So, Thor has been quite lucky in regards to hit the timing of his movies in relation to the advancements in Marvel Legends.
Yeah. I think, yes, in terms of SHF, I'm definitely getting Jane. On the fence about Thor.
Unmasked Jane Foster head sculpt. That's great. Like, I want Legends to do this.
The more I see that head sculpt of Jane, the head kind of seems a bit big, maybe like the unmasked one. Like the face maybe seems a bit big. I can't tell, but I think it looks gorgeous anyway. I mean, this thing looks. I can't wait. I cannot wait. In terms of Legends, I think you're right. Usually, we would get a trailer and then we would see the figures.
Sorry to interject, but MCU Collector may be right, and you may be able to answer this. He says, did we get Spider-Man Far From Home figure reveals before the trailer?
Yes.
He may be right. I think he's right. If anyone can
he is right.
If anyone can
he
fact
is
check
right.
That, yeah.
Because they dropped him on Marvel.com.
Yes.
Right. In like June, July time, and then we didn't get the first trailer until like late August.
Yes. So
he's right.
I was saying that we're not going to see any Thor: Love and Thunder figures because we've not seen any trailer. But MCU Collector is called the MCU Collector for a reason. He knows his stuff. He's just pointed out a fact.
But then I think for Doctor Strange though, didn't they drop the trailer and then have the reveals that same day or same week?
Very quick. Yeah, very quick.
So it might be different for like Sony movies, as in Spider-Man, versus MCU. Marvel Studios movies.
Yeah.
So that could be the difference.
Bring Toys to Work says the exact same thing. Spider-Man is distributed by Sony, different rules.
Yeah.
Still interesting though.
Yeah. I think Thor's costume looks great. It's really nice to see this kind of look back. I like to see the long hair again, because that's
his
Thor,
iconic. Yeah, that's his iconic look. I agree.
Yeah. So and I think having the extra blue tints in there, like that sapphire kind of color, it is really nice. the way I'm currently drifting.
Oh, Friday's woke up. Finally, 40
There we
minutes
go.
into the show.
Ultimate Carnage donated £4.49. I'm still waiting for my NWH Spider-Man Mafex figure from Comics and Cocktails, and I've seen a lot of people get them already.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ultimate Carnage. And Friday is working. Hooray! Someone obviously, Teddy must have bit her ass or something because she's back and working. Thank you very much, Ultimate Carnage. He says, I'm still waiting for my No Way Home Spider-Man Mafex figures from Comic and Cocktails. I've seen a lot of people get them already. Did they get them from Comic and Cocktails, though? I know that they've just been really busy at the minute and just been a little bit slower at shipping because I had a few things delayed from them as well. But they got here safe and sound. I trust Natalie and Jeff at Comic and Cocktails. Got nothing bad to say about them. And again, they're very accessible. Message them on Facebook. They'll reply to you if you're struggling. But maybe people got their figures elsewhere. I don't know, Ultimate Carnage. But honestly, find their Facebook page, give them a message, and I'm sure they will reply to you. Eva Rare is in the chat as well, by the way. Alvis, he was doing a live streams as well himself. He's he's getting on board. If you want to ever get on board, Alvis, and let me know. I'll teach you how to use Streamlabs. You can trade me some of your links for your early toys. We can make it work. But anyway, Love and Thunder. There you go. So again, just an interesting conversation. But away from Love and Thunder, what other things in the world of MCU? And again, same question to the chat. Anyone who's here live, over 150 people here right now talking Marvel Legends with us. Let me know in the chat. What MCU figures do you want to see revealed on Monday? What do you want to see versus what do you think we're actually going to see? Because we're yet to see anything of Wanda from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So I'm hoping for something along those lines because there's a lot of different versions of both Wanda and Strange in that recent trailer. That recent trailer was pretty good. What do you think, Brandon? What else would you like to see?
I would like to see. I would like to see Moon Knight sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Because we've seen more of that costume, I think, than anyone else's costume for any other Disney Plus show. At this point.
And we've seen an official picture now of Mr. Knight as well. So there's both versions of Moon Knight we could get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In terms of Doctor Strange, I feel like we've seen all that we will see in terms of movie figures by this point, like this side of the movie, maybe. I don't know. We could see. I think we still need to see Wanda. I have a feeling we're going to see Wanda in her, I think she's got full sleeves. I think it would be like an update, like reissue.
Update
of,
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Updated Scarlet Witch, I think we'll see. It's tough, though. Other than that, I don't think we'll see anything else. I would love to see something from Black Panther 2. But I think that is really way too
I did see
far ahead.
On some forums, and again, these are just rumours, no leaks or anything like that, but there was some rumours around Black Panther reissues of the movie figures. Like, if they reissued the previous movie figures with, slight deco updates and tweaks to make it more movie accurate, that would annoy me because I feel like I'm going to need the most accurate versions of these characters for the display, but I've already got them. So, I'm a little bit hesitant.
Yeah, I'm a bit, and until we know more story details of Black Panther 2, I'm a bit, I don't know how to describe it really. I'm a bit on the fence as to, I don't know. I'm not sure how to describe it, but if we just got, where are they? Here they are. If they just did T'Challa, Nakia, Okoye, and Killmonger, or Shuri, if we just got those four, T'Challa, Killmonger, Nakia, and Okoye, if we just got those four reissued, almost the same figures, I would be disappointed. I would be really disappointed.
Rectangular says, quick Lion, you watch my videos. Of course I'll watch your videos, Rectangular. You're my main...
Rectangular post videos?
You should subscribe to his channel. He's pretty good.
I think I am. Rectangular, I'm only playing. I'm just playing. But I would be disappointed. The reason why I would be disappointed is because Strange just got a new update in terms of body for his Defender Strange and for his Multiverse of Madness Strange. We know that Thor, or we can guess that Thor is going to get an update for his figure, and we know that what's his name? Spider-Man just got an update. In the integrated suit, it's all pinless. Blah 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 blah. I would be annoyed if they didn't give us a definitive T'Challa Chadwick Boseman figure that is pinless, has the fresh sculpt, all the rest of it, like other MCU heroes have had. It would be a really big missed opportunity. The only way I would excuse it if it was like a poor, in poor taste thing to do. Personally, I don't think it would be an in poor taste thing to do. I think it would be a great thing to do to give collectors
it's a tribute.
I would celebrate the heck out of the man, personally. But I know that, there may be other things behind that is more complicated than me just saying, yeah, let's go for it. So that's really what I would want to see for Black Panther 2. But I mean, those reissues would be cool. I know a lot of people missed out on that Combat Killmonger. I know that a lot of people missed out on the figure of Okoye. Two things I am hoping for Black Panther reveals this year is I hope we get another Army Builder Dora with 3 new head sculpts, and I hope we get an Army Builder Jabari warrior with 3
a big rhino.
Rhinos from the Border Tribe, not the Jabaris, but
damn.
There you go.
I was close.
There you go.
I took a swing.
I would like to see a Wakabi though. I would like to see a Wakabi, which is Daniel Kaluuya's character.
Yes, him. Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Going back to Doctor Strange, a few people in the chat are saying Professor X for some reason. Why would they say that? If you've watched the trailer, then I don't think it's a spoiler to say it definitely sounds like Patrick Stewart, the actor. And there's only one Marvel character that Patrick Stewart has ever played. So, are we seeing our first X-Man in the MCU? We don't know. Are they lining up at the Illuminati's? I don't know. I might just start throwing that out randomly. I'm sitting at the table. It's me in the shadows. Moon Knight we talked about already. Again, I'd love a Moon Knight figure. When we get these characters, I love the options of masked heads and unmasked heads, because I do think the actors and the characters, especially someone like is it Mark Spector? Who's that? Who's Moon Knight?
Mark Spector is Moon Knight.
Yeah. He's got different personalities, isn't he? So I am very curious of Moon Knight. I'm very much highly anticipated that show. Same as She-Hulk as well. Miss Marvel, I think, is going to be a little bit delayed because obviously she's going to be a big part of the Marvels, which is not out until next year. But She-Hulk and Moon Knight are any time now. We've only seen a few little glimpses of She-Hulk during that sort of Disney Plus teaser, so I don't think we're going to get anything like that. But I do think Hawkeye's fair game, Moon Knight's fair game, and then any of the previous Disney Plus shows. Again, there's still plenty of characters to get. Maybe again, SH Figure Arts definitely threw a curveball with making me think Love and Thunder's a possibility. If you would ask me this the other day, I would have said no way. But now SH Figure Arts have released these, I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's a possibility. But in regards to MCU stuff, again, they may just think they reissued the Vulture in more accurate colours not long last year. Do you know, so they may, who knows what they've got up their sleeves? We don't know. A lot of people are still saying Spider-Man 2. Again, I do think the Hasbro team have been very honest and said it's way too early to get a second wave of No Way Home figures.
Yeah, of course, I don't think we'll see that till next year.
Of course, people want to wrap up the rest of the characters in that movie. Even without that movie, people have been asking for Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, etc. So, again, I think it's too early to get them in figure form this year. But again, fingers crossed. I wouldn't be complaining if it happened, but my educated guess says a little bit too early for any extra No Way Home figures. If anything, they tease it. They did tease a backpack on the last stream. I do think we're going to see whatever that was a tease to. And we made guesses that it was Ned Leeds from Homecoming or Far From Home or No Way Home, whatever. So we may see Ned. We may see a live action version of Ned, so you can have... And I hope it's a civilian version of Pete as well. I know Cat Lives in the chat said he only buys MCU figures now for civilian looks for his pictures. But a civilian Peter Parker to go along with MJ, and if we do get a Ned Leeds, that'll be a great little trio to have on the shelf, I think. There's definitely a contrast to the 7 Spider-Man outfits that we've already got so far. So I'll welcome that 2-pack if it is to be. But everyone says we're a little laggy. Are we good? Are we good?
I wasn't sure. I thought we lagged for a minute there somewhere.
Okay. Should be all right. Hope we're good. Any final thoughts on MCU stuff before we move on to our next wild prediction?
Anything else on MCU? No. I think we pretty much covered it all. I think that Thor: Love and Thunder wave, we'll definitely see Thor. We'll definitely see Jane. I reckon we'll see Gore as he's the villain, and they've been doing really, really well at giving us the villains of each property, each movie, each movie at least.
It's only right.
Recently,
I always, as a kid, when we got toys, hated not having the bad guys or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, so I love that.
Yeah, 100%.
We get these straight away out the gate. So
one thing I would absolutely love for them to do with the release of Thor: Love and Thunder is gold armor Heimdall.
Oh yeah,
fresh sculpt, pinless, removable helmet. Let's go.
Yes, please. Yeah, as I said, there's still. This is what I mean with the 10th anniversary line of Marvel Studios, and then the Infinity Saga wave last year. You know the Hasbro team are not scared to go back and revisit characters. Ultimate Carnage with another super chat. Thank you very much. Let Friday read that out.
Ultimate Carnage donated £4.49. I hope they reveal the NWH classic Spidey suit from the ending. Spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Yeah, we're way past spoilers now, Ultimate Carnage. Don't you worry. He says, I hope they reveal the No Way Home classic Spidey suit. Next wild prediction. Now, as I said, these are wild predictions, and we have just been talking a lot about this guy, so it's a perfect segue. Brandon, I think on Monday we are going to get lots of Spider-Man.
Reckon?
Yeah, I think it's the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, so I think we are going to get more Spider-Man figures of some degree, whether it's I would love to see, I wouldn't be mad if we got more, retro figures. Look, my wall is glorious and complete. I forget the box. Move the box out of the way. The wall now, from floor, rectangular, hates this wall, but I love it. From top to bottom, Spider-Man retro figures on my wall. It is glorious. It is beautiful. Look at that. Who needs wallpaper when you've got Marvel Legends all in protective boxes? The glimmer of the LED lights from the display. Come on now. So I want more. And they are yet, Brandon, to reveal the teased bigger card Spider-Man retro figure. Do you know, Kingpin? We're going to get another oversized Spider-Man retro figure. Kingpin, I've made a space for Kingpin right here, but he needs a friend. I need a bit of symmetry in my life. So who's it going to be, Brandon? Who's it going to be? Same for the chat.
I am still hoping it's Rhino, but I think it could be Lizard. But I'm really hoping it's Rhino. Because Rhino is also an older Bath by about 2-3 years, maybe. I think Rhino was 2015. I think Lizard was 2018. So, we're about 7 years out without a Lizard. Sorry, without a Rhino. We're about 4 years out without a Lizard. So I'm hoping that it's Rhino, but I can imagine it might also be Lizard.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I think I wouldn't be mad at another Lizard, because I do want one that's a little bit more accurate to my mind's eye sort of animated comic look. But I do agree with you. I think Rhino is definitely the way to go. We haven't had a Rhino since, you said, 2015. Very sought after on the aftermarket. Big character as well in regards to Spider-Man. So yeah, he's a perfect choice for the bigger retro card with Kingpin. So yeah, I'd welcome that. But I wouldn't be mad if it was a Lizard either. But I do think Lizard isn't necessarily needed in the bigger card. And Sir Laser Trousers with the donation. Thank you very much.
$9.99. That is one sexy wall eggplant.
That is the type of comments I appreciate. Thank you very much, Sir Laser Trousers. I appreciate that. Yeah, that is the appreciation I want from a wall, people. Come on now. It's a sexy wall. Laser Pants knows. It's a beautiful wall.
That wall is quite the achievement. I envision
this since the first reveal. Before I even had it in hand, I said to you, they're going to be on my wall. And now they are on my wall perfectly.
You made it happen.
Perfectly. Look at that. They perfectly fit that part of the wall, 3 in a row, all the way down from ceiling. There's literally a 2-inch gap from the ceiling, so they're not squashed, and a 2-inch gap from the floor. It's beautiful. Laser Pants is spot on. It is a sexy wall. You're right. Anyway, Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. Okay, it seems a lot of people are saying Retro Lizard and Rhino. It seems to be a bit 50-50, to be honest. Animated Scorpion on a bigger body, says Damien. Mini Plastic Multiverse says Lizard. Joe Bates says it's got to be Rhino, right? I'm McGow says Retro Rhino. Mike D's throwing some names at us. He says the Spot, Swarm, Cardiac, Carlton. Fortress Maximus says I'm hoping for both, and we may get both. As I said, my prediction is lots of Spider-Man. Rich M says Aunt May for the May 20th reveal. That's a good point. Just think, this event is Monday the 21st, but Hasbro have said on the 20th of every month in 2022 to celebrate 20 years of Marvel Legends, there's going to be a bit of news. Whether they didn't say it would be a reveal every time, but we are going to get, whether it's a pre-order going up or a tease or a reveal or whatever. So they're going to tease something on Sunday, and then on the Monday we're going to find out even more about it. So we could get a tease of Rhino and then Lizard revealed. Who knows? But yeah, Aunt May would be. I don't even think people will be mad at Aunt May. Aunt May is on my most anticipated comic book characters for Spider-Man. I'm not even lying to you.
It would be good. It would be really good.
Rob Pollock says 2-inch gap sounds like you need some mini mates to fill those extra space. I know a guy. Yeah, I was in Forbidden Planet, by the way, Rob, and seen loads of mini mates. And I took a picture and sent it to Rich. And Rich said Rob's after some of them. So Rob, if you need some mini mates, my friend, let me know. And not that you need any more, but I mean like UK exclusive. I didn't even know there was exclusives, but I can help you out. But I do have a few. The only mini mates I've got are the ones that Rich has sent me. I've got a. There you go, Rich, right here with me on the shelf. Gwen Stacy and Laura X23. Maybe I do need some more mini mates. They're quite inexpensive and pretty fun. That's a good idea, Rob. I may do that, Rob. They can sit on the top. Later Jay says, Dan, love your wall. It was an inspiration for me to start a mint on card wall. Shame I had to take the door off to do it, so the missus wasn't happy. So what I got from that is Jay has literally barricaded himself in his room with his toys. And Kiara's literally like sliding plates of food through the door. He's a prisoner to his own collection at this point, Jay. I hope you're okay, Jay. I hope you've got a bucket in that room, otherwise you might ruin the collection. You're gonna need a door, Jay. Like I appreciate I appreciate that I inspired you, but I've still got a door, mate. Do you know, like look, you need a door. It's how they work. You get in and out of rooms via doors. He probably just climbs in and out the window. Jay's got a great collection video online, by the way. Go and check out Jay's collection UK, toy collection UK. He's got a video collection up. I swear I've seen a door in that video collection though, Jay. So I wouldn't trust him on the back of the door in case anyone like slammed it or anything like that. I've got a weird barn door. Look at this. Look at my door, Brandon. How weird is this? Look, it folds.
Does it really?
Yeah.
That's something I never knew.
So like
that is something I never knew.
Like, it
now that is Dan Who trivia for you.
So it doesn't open up and slam into my figures, like it folds up. See? So it doesn't swing and smash anything.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
There you go. Folding door. That's right. Get them in your collection room. You get a little bit more space. Just a little bit more space. Rob Pollock says, those mini mates are fantastic. I have Gwen. Never had the X23. Oh my God, I've got a mini mates that Rob hasn't got. I can't believe it. I feel like I've achieved something. He says, thanks for looking out as well. Mason McDonald says, do you guys collect any of the DC Multiverse or Spawn figures from McFarlane? I don't want to talk too much about DC, but Mason, there you go. Look at that. A whole shelf of DC McFarlane stuff, right next to me. So it does have a space. Only like a...
Who even buys that stuff anyway?
Few bits and bobs.
Legends sells better. Go buy more Legends. What else we got? Lots of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
so I hope that we I hope that we get to see some more classic looking, Spider-Man kind of what do they call them? Outfits, suits. I hope it would be cool to see United Spider go up. It would cool for a pre-order, something like that. It'd be cool to see another version of the retro Peter Parker, because we know that is skyrocketing 150 pounds right now in the aftermarket. So it'd be cool to see them bring out another one of those with an updated Peter Parker head sculpt.
Animated. So I'd love an animated Peter Parker head sculpt.
Man.
Even like a Gwen Stacy,
really good.
not a Gwen Stacy, a Mary Jane in like the yellow jumper and jeans. Do you know, like those more classic looks? Well, classic is the right word, but those iconic looks from the animated show I'd love to get in figure form. Rich M says number one figures in the world.
We also have 164 people in the chat, so your lights need to get lit.
Lights need to go crazy. Let's do it. Again, Marvel Legends people are excited. Like, this is the first fan-first event of the new year. This is what I mean. This is why next week we can't wait till Thursday. We literally have to go live Monday night
on Monday
and talk some toys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So again, to reiterate for all the people here, me and Brandon will be going live on Monday evening to recap all of the Marvel reveals. Whatever they reveal on Sunday and whatever they reveal on Monday, we're going to be talking about it on the channel on Monday instead of Thursday, all right? Just for a one-off, but it'll be fun. It'll be worth it. And by the way, I like Ryan Ting throwing shade at Mr. McFarlane on with his statistics and facts.
Well, I was referring to that subtly, but yeah, okay. He
knows. I seen Dan Una with the drinking frog emoji.
With the hermit.
Nathan's jumped in real quick. He said, "There's a zero way they wouldn't show something Spidey related. Here's to hoping for some 20th Raimi stuff, which is true, or 10th anniversary The Amazing Spider-Man hints. Rhino and Lizard would be a plus." Like we were saying, like me and Brandon have both been saying, when I say lots of Spider-Man, I don't mean just retro stuff. I mean, like, go crazy. Like, we could get movie stuff. As Nathan has just said, it is the 10th anniversary of The Amazing Spider-Man. It is the 20th anniversary of the Raimi-verse, the trilogy with Tobey Maguire. Like, is this the year we get a Tobey Maguire Marvel Legends? Like, we shall see. It won't be long. We have technically got an Andrew Garfield one, but no interchangeable hair. Damien with the super chat. Thank you very much. I'll let Friday read that out.
Damien Ristori donated £5. Let's say it one more time. We want the Big Wheel and Rocket Racer animated series style. Hell yeah at Gahoobery J or Dark Elves MCU.
Let's say it one more time. We want the Big Wheel and Rocket Racer animated style. Hell yes. At Gahoobery J or Dark Elves MCU, he throws into the mix. Yeah, I think Damien and Gahoobery J are definitely on the bandwagon for Big Wheel. The same way I'm on the bandwagon that I've started myself for Hippo. They want Big Wheel. Is this the year we get Hippo and Big Wheel? We shall find out, but I hope so. Thank you very much, Damien, for the super chat. Thank you. And he also wants some Dark Elves MCU. And yes, going back to the MCU stuff, there are still plenty of MCU army builders they can give us. Shatari, I always call them the Knight Riders, but they're not called Knight Riders. They're called something else, but I forget every time. I forget every time. I say Knight Riders, but it's not Knight Riders. It's something else.
Outriders.
Outriders, there you go. I'm close. Really hoping we see the Tobey Maguire figure. Yeah, they're all praying and preaching. Knight Riders, thank you. I was close. It was on the tip of my tongue. Comic accurate armored Spider-Man. Yeah, that armored Spider-Man, as I said, D Amazing has already got a review up for the armored Spider-Man. But we are yet to see how that is going to be revealed. Now, I do think on Monday we may actually see that in some package shots, because the figure is at the point now where it's like in someone's hand. Do you know, like, that's a factory figure. That's not just a one-off resin prototype. Like, The Amazing has got a factory sample in his hand. So that just must mean that Spider-Man figure is not far off being revealed officially, right? Surely. So do you reckon we may see that in packaging? Wherever it ends up being, we may see it in a box.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that pack is not part of the 10th anniversary, not the 10th, you know what I mean? I'm hoping it's not part of the summer Spider-Man program. I'm hoping it's just like a 2-pack fan channel exclusive or Amazon exclusive or something like that. That is just an add-on, you know? Because then it frees up some more space in that Spider-Man summer program, and B, it means that we could get it sooner than the summer. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for the fact that we could get a Ned figure, man, and a civilian Peter. Tom Holland Peter would be really good. Really good. I'm just jumping in real quick. Shout out D Amazing, of course, as always. So as I said, he has already got a review up
for the Iron Spider on his channel right now. And as I said, that's not a resin sample. That is a factory-made figure. So that figure is not far away. We're going to get that soon-ish. So I do think it's only right that Hasbro tell us how and where we can buy this thing, because along with the Spider Armor Mark 1, which as I said was my favourite of the retro wave, this was another highly anticipated uniform outfit design for Spider-Man. Like, look at the little legs.
Do you think you know how there was a whole bunch of rumors going around about what that summer program stuff could include, yada yada yada, and you know how there were differing lists?
Yeah.
Do you think we could get an additional like Spider-Man wave, or not a Spider-Man wave, but like, do you think we could get like, you know how we had fan channel exclusives for just a disclaimer. If I stutter over any of my words, or if I say or if I take an extra 30 seconds to get to my point, I've just had a very long week and I'm tired. But I just realized I've been doing it a lot, and I thought it must sound really annoying. But what I'm trying to say is that, do you think we could get like a set of releases that could be like fan channel exclusives or particular store exclusives, something like that, that could be Spider-Man themed? Do you know what I mean?
Look,
and it could be like, you know how they used to do like Spider-Man classics, or like how we got last year for the Spider-Man retro, like 2099 and Sandman and stuff like that. I wonder if some of those codes that people were reading or whatever they were looking at in terms of the rumors, I wonder if we're going to get those, just not in the same way that we anticipate.
Yes, like you said, Spider-Man Classics is a good one. There was a Spider-Man, like this figure, when it was first released, like way back when, the first time we ever got this version of Spider-Man in figure form, I believe it was like Spider-Man Origins, I think.
Yeah,
so like that. There are different sublines of Spider-Man that they could go down. Yeah. That is 100% sure.
And that
nobody knows how we're getting these figures yet. We know we're getting this figure, but we don't know how.
Just not how, where, yeah.
And
that, Origins was the word I was looking for. I thought classics, but Origins is exactly the word I was looking for.
There was a classic, there was a Spider-Man Classics, but of course Origins was a line as well, which had, as I said, this figure. And again, The Amazing's photos were so good. Hasbro were like, can we use them? So yeah, as I said, use no The Amazing, absolute fire. He makes any figure super desirable, but this figure looks great for sure. Again, one of my most anticipated Spider-Man armors, and we're getting both. And Rich M has posted The Amazing's Iron Spider review in the chat. So as I said, I'm sure you have already seen it. 62,000 people have already seen it, but go and watch it again and show The Amazing some love. Definitely a master of his craft. Would it be great if Hasbro give us some webs like this as well? But Hasbro even used these pictures in their promo, even though we're not going to get those webs with them. They're little teasers. But yes, lots of Spider-Man. Again, there is no one can argue that Spider-Man, whether he's your favourite or not, is probably commercially, general public, the most recognised, most popular. Just think, Spider-Man No Way Home came out in December, 2 months ago. It is already the third most successful movie of all time. Like
in the US.
In the US, and that doesn't happen for a character that the general public are not also aware of and a fan of, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So like, he's not a niche character. Spider-Man has been around for 60 years. That's a multi-generational character. This year is the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. The Hasbro team have already said they're going to celebrate. We're seeing lots of Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
In what format? We shall find out.
Rush said the Infinity Saga line had a few Amazon exclusives as well as Target exclusives, Brandon. The Infinity Saga line, I think, had one Amazon exclusive, which was the Captain Marvel and Rescue 2-pack, Rush. But what I meant, I know that the summer program generally spans different retailers, whether it's a Target exclusive like the Happy 2-pack or Walmart exclusive like the Infinity War Cap. What I meant was that I wonder if we will get something additional to that summer program that is a set of exclusives, like we did with Tigra and Hercules and Falcon and Lady Loki and Vision last year, like we did with Spidey 2099 and Cyborg Spider-Man and Webman and what was the other one, Dan? Sandman. Rush was thinking along those lines. I wonder if they would, just do as the Legends team do and spoil us with so much goodness that we can't hardly keep up.
And that's why my prediction is so vague, because there's so many different ways they can give us Spider-Man. So, like, I'm curious to see what they give us. I do think if you're a Spider-Man fan, this is going to be a great year in Marvel Legends. Just think, we have already started off hot because that retro wave is on fire at the minute. Good luck trying to find a symbiote Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is no denying that Spider-Man is a popular character. First, if a chicken dropped in another donation, he says, imagine a Spider-Man and Transformers Leopardon, similar to the Blackbird from last year. Just saying it could happen. I apologise if I butchered that, Nick, but I can't read. So I don't know what you're on about. Leopardon. What is Transformers Leopardon? I don't know what it is. Sorry, Nick. Someone can tell me in the comments. But any final thoughts on Spider-Man? As I said, there could be anything. Movie, comic,
it could
anything.
It could be absolutely anything. And I think at this point we would all probably take anything.
Anything.
I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Very excited.
It's going to be good.
That's the thing. Just on that note, right? Like, I am so excited for Monday because whatever they do, in my opinion, and this is probably setting a high bar, and I hope that I don't jinx it, so I'm touching wood, but they don't ever disappoint. I cannot remember the last time the Legends team disappointed. Just can't remember it. So I know that someone will call me a bum pirate somewhere, but yo ho, me hearties.
Yo-ho!
They have never disappointed. They have not disappointed in a very long time.
Everyone is telling me that the Japanese Spider-Man robot is the Leopardon. Am I even pronouncing it right? Leopardon. I have no idea. My dyslexic brain sees Leo and then Pardon, so that's how I'm saying it. But anyway, it's the Japanese mecha. Okay, so I'm on the same page as you. I get you now. Could happen. They have been doing a lot of Transformer stuff. I've got the Blackbird upstairs that he's referring to as well.
Yeah.
That Japanese Spider-Man could be a Spider-Man. I know Rectangular wants his Spider-Man from the 70s as well. Like, there's been many incarnations of Spider-Man, and some of them we still don't have in Marvel Legends form. So, still lots of characters. People were given lists earlier. I've done my own list. We've done lists on the channel of Spider-Man villains, characters, so many stuff. But, yeah, lots of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bounce back. Next? Let's go. My next, again, mine are very vague. Right, okay. This one, again, Rich M. I wish he was here to talk about this one more so than me. But my third one is Marvel versus Capcom. Okay?
Yes.
Now, I need to find a link. Let me see if I can find this link.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why we think this. Because I ain't just pulled this out my ass. Like,
no,
there's a legit reason.
In the same way that in 2020, when was it Square Enix? I think off the top of my head, they brought out their Avengers game. Hasbro released a number of figures that year that was directly tied to the Gameverse Avengers game. So it's not unprecedented to think for us to say that we could see more Gameverse figures that aren't just from that game, but could also be from another game. Right, Dan?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just getting the link up because I wanted to show you why. So hopefully it's come up on the screen. Oh, stupid thingies. Okay, so this is the Marvel... Well, not Marvel, but this is the CapcomGames.com countdown. And there is some sort of reveal in 3 days and 8 hours. Now, what day is it in 3 days?
Monday.
3 days and 8 hours, it will be Monday, the 21st. What's also happening Monday? Fan First Monday. Marvel versus Capcom is an actual thing that happened. Capcom have something to reveal. Marvel have something to reveal. Is there any symmetry there? Is there any type of
correlation?
Yes. Like, because I know people have been asking for it. Now, if I just Google Marvel versus Capcom, I'm sure we'll see loads of images of... There you go. Marvel versus Capcom. Let's have a look at some of these. So, like, I don't think we'd get any Capcom characters, but, like, the Marvel characters do have, like, unique designs
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, but I swear we got a Mega Man. Is that a Mega Man? I can't remember. Like, I'm not a big Capcom guy, by the way, so I think it's Street Fighter, Mega Man, bits and bobs like that. I can't really. This is what I mean. I should have phoned in Rich because I don't. Again, unless it's FIFA or Call of Duty, I don't know games. Like, so. But I think that's Mega Man. But there was a.
I love Cap Lives, man. Sorry, just quick. Cap Lives says must be. He said must be nice, Brandon. The Legends team constantly disappoints me.
Poor Cap Lives.
Sorry, that was funny. Sorry, carry on.
As I said, I'm jumping to the chat for some help on this one because, as I said, Marvel.
Rob says, Rob says, I would love to think that that's a Marvel vs. Capcom announcement, but that's most likely RE4 remake or SFVI announcement. I don't know what
I'm sure it is, but I was just using it to talk about Marvel Capcom. So just go with me, Rob. All right, go with me. Yeah. So again, no idea what the reveal is about. It may not be Marvel related at all. But again, it's still fun to have conversations about these things. Capcom are revealing something Monday. Marvel are revealing something Monday. Marvel versus Capcom in 6-inch figure form. We have seen it in the Gamerverse line, in the 3 3/4 line. Have we seen, I think it was an Iron Man and Mega Man. I think. Yes, Rob Pollock says we got a Mega Man and an Iron Man. And we got a Ryu and a Black Widow, sorry. So is that something people would like to see in the 6-inch format? If you couldn't tell, not something I'm clamoring for, personally, like, but I understand, like, I did play the game, I think, at some point, but it's not super nostalgic to me or anything like that. I think someone said that they've got an arcade 1-up. Who was it who said that? Someone reminded me there's an arcade 1-up anyway of this. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure the game would be a lot of fun. But there is a rumour about a Capcom War Machine, says MCU Collector. Interesting. They could give us. We've had one comic War Machine in recent time. Obviously, that deluxe packaging one with the roadie flat top hair. Again, people are talking about proton cannon for Iron Man. They could repaint the retro, the retro, but repaint the where is he? The modular Iron Man.
Modular Iron Man.
Here he is, front row. Could repaint this into like a bright yellow and give him a big proton cannon and just slap the Capcom logo maybe, because that was his big move in the game. Even I know that. So, and if you're gonna get War Machine, then you sort of need Iron Man to go along with him. So, yeah. So, what's your feelings with Marvel Capcom? Did you play the game? Do you have any attachment to these designs or?
I think I played the game in passing. Maybe would I have played it as a kid? I'm not even sure, if I'm honest. I would love to see them do it. It will help me save some pennies and put those elsewhere. So I would be happy in that respect. And I know that it is very popular, so a lot of people would be really cool with it and really happy to see it. But personally, not necessarily up my street. Unless, as you say, we got some of the Gamerverse designs or some of the Marvel character Capcom designs from which I might be interested. You know, it would be
okay.
Cool
So you and me, Brandon, are going to have a fight, all right? What character you're selecting?
I'm going to go Thor or Ultron.
Interesting. Is Ultron there? Oh, he is there.
Yeah, top left.
Good shot. What Capcom character would you pick?
I don't know any of them. The guy with the red bandana.
I think that's Ryu. I think. Is that the Nemesis from Resident Evil? I think.
Did Storm Collectibles do a figure of Ryu? Is that how I know?
Yeah,
Ryu?
Street Fighter. It's Street Fighter.
Yeah, there you
go. But people will, like, there's no denying whether it's Marvel or Capcom. People would like to see some of these characters in 6-inch format. Is Marvel Legends the way you go? I don't know. They could do a collaboration line. Who knows?
Could do.
Someone again. I don't know who these characters are either. So, like, is that the Nemesis zombie from Resident Evil 3? That's what I'm thinking of when I look at that. Who's the red little dragon guy at the bottom? I don't know who that is either. He looks pretty cool. If I was a kid picking this, I'd probably pick him. Yeah, me and Brandon are the worst two people to have on the stream talking about Marvel Capcom because we don't have a clue.
Yeah.
We should have told Rich that we didn't know this stuff and he would have jumped in for us. Because there's people out there that know every single one of these characters on these panels. I can talk the Marvel side. We got Rocket Raccoon, Doctor Strange, Hawkeye, Ultron,
But just
Gamora.
everybody on the other side.
Like I can talk red side, blue side. Don't have a clue. People. Yes, Dan, he's Capcom. Yes, I know he's Capcom. That's why he's there. But I'm saying, is it the Nemesis zombie? Yes, it is Nemesis. Thank you. See, I did know one of them, Brandon. See? I did know one.
There you go.
I did like Resident Evil, I guess. I did play that as a kid, I guess. Red Dragon is the fire band from Ghost and Goblins. Okay, I don't know who he is, but he looks cool. I think I would have picked him. I always pick the big monstery people. Is Street Fighter got the big green monster with the orange hair that sort of looks like Hulk but isn't Hulk? I think I would have picked him as well. Red Dragon and Firebrand. Yeah, never even heard of Firebrand. Never even heard of it. Ghost and Goblins. Never even heard of that either. Yeah, I'm just not a gamer. I've never been a gamer guy. I
got money in the bank.
Oh, thank you very much for the super chat.
Jerry donated $4.99. In the 90s before comics, trading cards, the animated shows. I was introduced to Marvel via the Capcom game Marvel Superheroes.
So there you go. Jerry's a perfect example. So he says in the 90s, before comics, trading cards, and the animated shows, I was introduced to Marvel via the Capcom game Marvel Superheroes. And that is going to be the exact same for many, many other people, where their first introduction into Marvel isn't going to be the same way we all got involved, whether it be comics, movies, whatever. It's going to be other forms of media, just like this. And,
some Capcom characters have also appeared in Fortnite, so we might get this whole Marvel Capcom Fortnite collab line, and it would be the coolest thing ever.
Interesting. First for Chicken says some Capcom characters have also appeared in Fortnite, so we might get this whole Marvel Capcom Fortnite collab line, and it would be the coolest thing ever. Would it? Would it though? Never played Fortnite either. Blacker. Is that the guy's name? Blanca, I think. I wonder if we'll see a Supreme Ultron from What If get revealed. We might see a deluxe or Build-A-Figure. That's a good shout, Michael.
I would love that.
Did you notice how I picked the one comment that wasn't about Capcom? That I was like, I can talk about that. Yeah, there you go. It's a Capcom. Lots of Marvel stuff. And Jerry's right. Jerry's a perfect example of talking about some people, this is their introduction to some of these Marvel characters, is through this game. So, like, if you'd never read a comic with War Machine in it, he was in this game, etc. And I know Marvel characters have featured in Fortnite. You're best off speaking to X-Manny about Fortnite. I don't have a clue. But he seems to play it all the time. So ask X-Manny, he knows some stuff. I have no clue. But yeah, maybe. Games, Fortnite, Capcom, I don't know. But it was just fun to go down that avenue because, as I said, Capcom. You can go. I will put this link in the comments in the chat right now. Go and check it out yourself, right? I'll put the link. It's literally on their website, capcomgames.com, countdown. Something's happening Monday. Is it to do with Marvel? Probably not, but we shall see. Also, shout out The Amazing. Okay, next up. What's our next tease?
Yes, let's have a look.
I want to go back to something I can talk about confidently.
We should talk about the Multiverse of Madness trailer as well before we get out of here.
Of course we will. Of course. We can play it. We can do a live reaction and play it as long as I don't get monetized.
I was about to say, wouldn't you get monetized though if we did that?
I don't know. Maybe
unless we
mute it.
Unless we didn't play, mute it maybe, and then that could work. We could talk over it.
People do reactions, don't they?
We could give people reactions and be like,
I'm a terrible reactor. I just sit and watch. Wow. Yeah. I'm a terrible reactor. Anyway, next again.
Let's not play the trailer. We'll get demonetized.
Okay, cool. My next bold prediction for Marvel's Fan First Monday is more anniversaries. Now, I know what you're thinking, Dan. You're a crazy man, but listen to me, all right? We've talked about Spider-Man. One of my predictions was crazy enough as it is when I said lots of Spider-Man. I've got a list. I've prepared you a list, right, of Marvel characters that are also having anniversaries in 2022.
Oh, here we go. This is a long list.
Okay, this is a legit list. You can go and do your research. This was given to me by the super producer himself, all right? So these are all Marvel characters that are having an anniversary in the year 2022. You know Marvel love an excuse to make some toys. Let's do it, okay? So you know already, Spider-Man's 60th anniversary. It's also Thor's 60th anniversary. Hulk's 60th anniversary. Ant-Man's 60th anniversary. Luke Cage 50th anniversary. And you know Bug Nice has been willing into existence a new Luke Cage figure. He thinks it's going to be the reveal on Sunday. We shall find out on Sunday. But yes, it is.
How funny would it be if Boog posts a video on Sunday, you know when he does those update videos, and then that update video, he posts it as an update video, and it ends up being a Luke Cage announcement video. That would be so funny if he'd been saying that all month long.
Just teasing us. Double bluff. Basically a double bluff, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is Luke Cage 50th anniversary. MCU Collector in the chat says Compound Hulk was an anniversary figure.
Yeah, I was about to read that one out.
I see them doing one-off releases for those characters. So there you go. Luke Cage is a good example. We need a new classic Luke Cage. We've had 2 modern versions in recent time, and they were quite far apart. We've had an MCU version. Can we get a throwback maybe on the retro card? I don't know, but I'd see it happen. Okay. Anyway, not even halfway through the list. Ghost Rider 50th anniversary. Now, Ghost Rider has a line of retro figures. Dan Yoon, one of the Marvel marketers, you know Dan Yoon, he posted a little picture of one of the cards of a Ghost Rider retro figure not long ago with like an exploding torso or something like that. Is he teasing Ghost Rider figures? We shall see. But yeah, Ghost Rider 50th anniversary. This Rich M snuck this one in here, but he's spot on. Tigra's 50th anniversary. The Tigra we just got, a lot of people are complaining, is too orange. She got tangoed. They want her a little bit more yellowish. So could we get another Tigra? Who knows? 50th anniversary. The Thunderbolts celebrate their 25th anniversary. Spider-Man at 2099. Is it Miguel O'Hare? Is that his name?
Yeah.
He's the 30th anniversary for Spider-Man 2099. And Brandon made a depressing comment the other day saying, do you realise that none of us are going to be alive in 2099? So thanks for that, Brandon. Thanks for that. By the way, everyone in the chat, none of you are going to be alive in 2099. Miserable to hear, isn't it? Monica Rambeau's 40th anniversary. Did we see her in the new Doctor Strange trailer? I don't know. But it's her 40th. The New Mutants 40th anniversary. Believe it or not, Brandon, I know this is going to be a popular one. It's Frogman's 40th anniversary. Could we get another Frogman figure? Deluxe Frogman. Who knows? I know Brandon wants it. And it's also Phil Jones' 45th anniversary. Phil Jones debuted on planet Earth 45 years ago today. So yeah, Phil Jones wanted me to make sure I got that in there, but it is his 45th anniversary this year. So there you go, Brandon. That's a lot of... Is there more anniversaries there? And again, these are milestone anniversaries as well. This ain't like 12th anniversary, 11th anniversary, 31st anniversary. This is 60th, 50th, 30th, 25. These are milestone achievements. That's a lot, right?
Cap Liv says, hold up, Brandon. I'll be 98 in 2099. It's possible for me. I'll be... How old would I be? I'd be 103. Could do. You never know.
How old will everyone be in the year 2099? Let me know in the comments. All right, this will be some interesting reading for anyone in the replay crew. I'm curious.
As for this, I on the Luke Cage note. So February is Black History Month in the US. I would love to see them reveal on Sunday. Whether it's Luke Cage or Blue Marvel or somebody, I would love for it to be a black character. Do I think it will be? No. I would love for it to be, but I really don't think it will be. Just for no other reason than it never has been before. Would they make a point of that to market the figure? I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure if it would be doable for them to make a point of that and celebrate that in that way. Would love for them to, but I don't know if they will do. But I was thinking about it, and I mean, they would absolutely kill classic Luke Cage right now.
Yep.
I mean, any of these characters, they would absolutely do amazing with. And like you said, there are a lot of those characters there that haven't had some Legends love in a while. You know, and like, yes, okay, Frogman has, and Hulk has, and Thor has had recent updates, but it would be really, really cool to see, you know, new Ghost Rider, like you said. I still think Ant-Man needs a definitive version.
Yeah, I haven't really got a.
Dan, are we still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. You good?
Okay.
We're still here.
It was lagging on my end.
It's all right.
It must have been lagging on my end. Yeah,
It's all
okay.
right.
It is lagging on my end.
We heard everything you said, by the way. We heard everything you said.
But yeah. So like Ant-Man, I think definitely needs a new one. I would love to see a classic Rambeau. You know, Captain Marvel,
yeah.
Rambeau, Captain Marvel.
Or Spectre. Is it Spectre she's called?
Spectrum.
Yeah.
Spectrum, and but that classic look where she's got like the hair here and it's like the white and black one, you know.
Yep.
Spider-Man 2099, I really, really think and hope that we will get a fresh sculpt or like a decent body sculpt for him for Spider-Verse across the Spider-Verse come October, November to December time. But yeah, I would love to see some more one-off, you know, figures throughout the year that are dedicated to anniversaries, because we don't need a whole summer program for, you know, it's getting to the point where they can't celebrate every single anniversary with a big program or a big wave each year. So it'd be really cool to just get one-offs throughout the year that dedicated to this kind of stuff. Hank most of all, because I think that this guy could really use some updating.
This is what I was going to say. I haven't opened my
I can't believe
Vintage Wave 2. Like, I haven't opened the Vision. Like, so I don't actually have like a classic looking Ant-Man, Wasp, or Vision on my shelf. Like, the Vision I've got is the all new different one, and then I haven't really got a comic Hank Pym on my shelf anywhere. So I would gladly take an Ant-Man pack, which has got multiple sizes. I know they did a similar thing in the Marvel Universe line, but we need a 6-inch version of like Hank Pym, Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, etc. We haven't had a comic Yellow Jacket either. But yeah, that looks fun. I need to feel what I mean. I need to go and open my Retro Wave 2, but then I'd be gutted that I've opened it. I love, by the way, that everyone was genuinely commenting their ages in the year 2099. Some of you may make it. Like, I'm looking at the ages there, and some of you, if you stay healthy, you drink your water like D Amazing says, and you stay away from alcohol just like Brandon, then you might make it. You might be all right. I'm a goner though. I'm a goner. But a few of you out there are not even going to be 100. But I'm way over 100. So it's game over for me. But yeah, some of you may make it. Like, isn't the oldest woman on the planet? She was like 100 and like she nearly reached 130 or something like that. Someone Google that, because who's the oldest person on the planet right now? Is it older than any of these times?
Google. Who is the oldest living person?
So just a picture of Todd.
So Kane Tanaka celebrated her 119th birthday.
Wow.
On January the 2nd, 2022.
We've got a chance.
With an admirable goal of living for 120 years, the oldest living person in the world, in Japan.
We've all got a chance then, people. We've all got a chance. Mini Plastic Multiverse says 121. Actually see old lady brain already. Definitely dead. So again, let me just read out these anniversaries again. I'll just go through them real quick. Spider-Man 60th, Thor 60th, Hulk 60th, Ant-Man 60th, Luke Cage 50th, Ghost Rider 50th, Tigra 50th, Thunderbolts the 25th anniversary, Spider-Man 2099 30th anniversary, Monica Rambeau 40th anniversary, New Mutant 40th anniversary, Frogman 40th anniversary. And shout out Phil Jones, it's his 45th anniversary as well. But yeah, a lot of anniversaries. I do think Ghost Rider's a possibility on a retro style Ghost Rider card. I think at some point, whether it's Monday or in the future, we're going to see Ghost Rider retro carded figures. Same as Iron Man. I made a prediction at the start of the year that we're going to get a new retro card this year. That's not Fantastic Four. It's not X-Men. It's not Spider-Man. Iron Man was my guess. So we shall see. But as I said, a lot more anniversaries. It's an excuse to celebrate. As again, again, it's all it is. And it's a good excuse to celebrate this deep, rich history. Just think, these are Marvel characters are older than me and my parents. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, all good. Right. Okay, we've done that one. I think I've got one more. Let me just double check. But anniversaries, as I said, we could have went off on every single character there. But I've got one more. Okay, and this one segues quite well into what I was just talking about. Because I just talked about retro cards. Well, that theme continues, Brandon, because my 5th prediction is retro cards. More retro cards. Now, Rectangular, you're going to have to turn off, unplug the headphones, go make a cup of tea or something, because you're not going to like this part. Because I know some people do, and it's not just Rectangular, it's other people do not like the retro card concept, because for them, the retro cards is just the trash surrounding their sweet plastic goodness, as Robo would say. Like, some people ain't like me, who replaced wallpaper with retro cards. Like, some people just take the figure out, throw away the box.
Some people need to lighten up.
Yeah,
that's what some people need to do.
But still, some people don't love the nostalgic. Some people don't have that same nostalgic attachment or that joy when they see these designs, and like some people just don't get that. So they're not interested in the retro cards. They'd rather build a figure piece, etc., etc. And that's fine. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying everyone has their preference. But you cannot deny that retro cards are popular. That's just my point. They wouldn't keep giving us some if they weren't consistently selling. Again, I always tell you, the Spider-Man line is a perfect example of how popular this line is. X-Men, I told you, give me my Blue Card Beast. If Blue Card Beast happens in 2022, I'm going to be a very happy man. You give us Gambit, Rogue, and Storm, you got to give me Blue Card Beast, all right? Make it happen. We're yet to see many more purple cards for the X-Men. Fantastic Four, there's still plenty of characters we have never got in Legends form that were on that original Fantastic Four retro card from Toy Biz back in the day. Like people like Wizard and Mole Man. Like, we haven't had them in Marvel Legends form. Give us some on the retro card. The first time we ever got Thanos in figure form was on that Fantastic Four retro card. Now, obviously, we don't need Thanos, but my point is, that line is deeper than you think. We did a whole cards am I missing? I haven't got on the board there. Oh, the Avengers ones, the grey card back Avengers ones. So, and the Hasbro team have also confirmed in interviews. I think one of my interviews, they confirmed that they can, now these cards are in their library. Now these cards are in their wheelhouse. They can go back to them at any point. There's no stop and start end date. It's like, now that these retro card exists, they can go back and do them at any time. We've just got a second wave of Spider-Man ones, for example. We've had multiple waves of Avengers ones. We had the Doctor Doom, and then we had a whole wave of Fantastic Four. So, like, there's no reason why they can't go back to any of these cards and add new cards to the category. So, Brandon, question to you and to the chat. Which cards out of these are your favourite? Do you reckon we're going to see more throughout the year, sporadically, etc.? And what cards, if any, that you would like to see them attempt to recreate?
For sure. I think I would love to see Beast on the orange X-Men card.
Thank you. I know he only said that for me.
I
know he said that for me, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I know a guy. He's clamoring for that thing. So, yeah, I really, really hope.
I'm happy to reveal it as well,
Hasbro. Gets it.
I'm happy to reveal it if you want me to. Blue Card Beast, I'm in.
Other than that, really, I don't personally have any specific requests. I'd be happy with anything, really. I'd be open to anything. I'm trying to think which characters, because if I'm honest, X-Men wise, I pretty much I'm happy with where I'm at. Fantastic Four wise, like you say, Mole Man would be cool. Let me think.
You can still give us the Future Foundation version of these characters on Fantastic Four cards.
You can give us Future Foundation.
Like the Spider-Man Boombastic Bagman with a bag on his head, Fantastic Four with bare feet.
Yes,
that could go on any type of retro card,
cool.
Really. Let's be honest. Like Spider-Man or Fantastic Four.
That would be cool. I think Spider-Man has the most potential for retro cards, but just because of the sheer number of characters that immediately you can rattle off the brain to want to have on that card. Like you need Doc Ock, you need
I want all the Sinister Six, all of them.
Yeah,
we haven't got them all yet.
Classic Daredevil, we still could get on that card. Blade, still we could get on that card. Morbius we could get on that card, and another Morbius. And then just end the Spider variants, really.
Plasma.
Yeah, there you go. So, there's a lot that can be done there. But the other thing is, as well, is I'd love to see, not that we have up here, but I'd love to see more of the Avengers cards, the grey cards.
Yeah, I should have put some pictures up of them, but yeah, I agree.
I know that we just got Falcon, and we just got
Scarlet Witch, White Vision,
Scarlet Witch,
Loki,
and
Lady
Vision.
Loki.
Yeah, Lady Loki. And I'd love to see some more characters like that. Would be cool. In terms of who, there are characters we need serious updates of, man. Like, I'd love to see a more. Is it me?
No, you're still
Are we
there.
lagging?
You're still there. You're good. We haven't gone. We're good.
Oh, okay. That's okay. My bad. It keeps lagging on my end. So,
hop back out and hop back in if you want.
So. Yeah, okay, I'll drop out quick. And
It's
then
all
jump
good. I'm
back
not
in.
going anywhere. It's all good. I'll just jump to the chat real quick and ask some questions. Well, again, you guys are answering the questions already. Boombastic Bagman on the Retro Card fan channel says, Andrea, yeah, I agree. Mike D also says Dark Phoenix on the Retro Card. Terrible idea. No one wants a Dark Phoenix. X-Men can bring in anyone. X-Men, Starjammers, Sakaar, Horseman, Generation X, Mojoverse. I know someone who would really like some Generation X figures. You may know him as well. But yeah, that's definitely a thing. First, if you're chicken, I hope for a wide release of the Venom. Has an Eddie Brock head. We have got a comic Eddie Brock head with like the massive eyebrows. Sort of got bigger eyebrows than me, to be fair. I've got him on the shelf, actually. Is he on the floor? Yeah, he's down here. Let me grab him. That's the Eddie Brock head that we currently have. And then we've got Carnage as well, Cletus Cassidy. So we do have a couple of unmasked heads already. But you know me, I always appreciate options. So never going to say no to stuff like that. Again, talking about retro cards, I swing back around to the start of the stream. I said they still haven't revealed what the bigger retro card is going to be. Dan Yoon said we're going to get another oversized retro card for the Spider-Man, like Kingpin, Rhino, Lizard, Spider, like man monster guy. Is it a Spider Slayer? Who knows? Vulture, Doc Ock. Who could it be? We don't know. Plenty of options. Even going back to the Avengers card, or the going back to new cards. As I said, I would like to see new Iron Man style cards. And there's characters we haven't got on that yet either, like Mandarin. He was on that old Iron Man card back. We haven't got a Mandarin anytime soon.
I got money in the bank.
Rich M with a super chat. Thank you very much,
Rich M
Rich.
donated £5. Show me the Monet 2022 Legends team.
Show me the money. Show me the money. There's Hank with his money. No, he means the character Monet. Yes, Rich is definitely someone who wants Generation X figures. That's for sure. And Brandon's back in the room. And you're back in the room. See?
Yo.
And you're back in the room. All a mystery. I was saying that on the new... can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
So I was saying, regardless of these cards, if we were going to get new cards like the Iron Man, there's still characters that I know you would even pick up on that card. Just think Mandarin. We haven't had a comic Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin.
He was on that. He was on that card. We could get an updated Spider Woman with the double jointed elbows and pinless tech.
Yeah, Shriek body.
She was on that. There's also more classic
Warbird Miss Marvel. I would love. We got her. We got the Target version is up here on the shelf somewhere. But yeah, I would love an update of that figure.
And going back to anniversaries as well, again, Danyon sort of teased a little bit, or maybe he was just playing with our emotions, but he has teased Ghost Rider retro cards of the Toy Biz days. So we could get Ghost Rider retro cards with who knows what version. I know people are saying Danny Ketch all the time. We need a new Danny Ketch. Even Dwight himself has said Danny Ketch. So again, even if that's just a one-off, like just think Doctor Doom. And when we first got Doctor Doom on that Fantastic Four retro card, it was a one-off. There was no full wave with it. It was just a one-off figure on that retro card. So there's no reason why this year we can't get just a one-off Ghost Rider on a Ghost Rider retro card. And then maybe if that's popular, we get a full wave in 2023. I don't know. I'm just saying we have options. But I'm just trying to catch the chat. So many Spider-Man figures, by the way, I want on that retro card. I want this room plastered with these figures. Every main Spider-Man villain. And new ones as well. New ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking around. Definitely need the Sinister Stick. So we need Doc Ock on that retro card. Like, it just wouldn't feel right to have a Spider-Man display and not have Doc Ock on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, Carnage as well, we sort of need. They did like I know I've seen MCU Collector posting pictures of this with in the actual animated show, when his spider sense was tingling, he like inverted his costume colours, and there was an actual figure.
Really?
Yeah, and there's an actual figure of that in the Toy Biz line where it was like a dark blue with the red stripes type thing. So it's basically the Spider-Man uniform but inverted in slightly different colours, which was his Spider Sense, and it was actually called Spider Sense Spider-Man.
Would be really
there was I
really
used to have a battle damaged Spider-Man that I'd like hide behind me, and then when I had my Spider-Man battling his bad guys, I'd switch it out with the battle damage one, like midway through the fight. Yeah, so there was I'd love a battle damaged Spider-Man, and I know that they're toys, and in 2022, how much can you do with blood and bruises? But we have got a bruised up Peter Parker head before.
Yeah, and that's still the best Peter Parker head they've done, in my opinion.
And are they allowed to do blood? But I would love a bat. How many times have we seen in the comic Peter Parker being beaten to his brink of death, but he makes it out alive? We need a battle damaged Spider-Man with a ripped mask and everything.
I was about to say, even just like, we don't even need the blood, like just some tears to the suit and that kind of thing, like Zombie Cat.
Yeah,
you know how that kind of tear and dirt and that kind of thing would be cool. Really cool.
First, if Chicken keeps saying Snife, yes. Would he come with his little chair? Alistair Snife, I think his name is. I have Spider Slayers. Maybe that's the HasLab. People with Rectangular at the start of the stream says we're going to get a HasLab reveal. Spider Slayers. Could be.
I don't think we'll get the reveal though.
A tease.
I mean, I'd be shocked.
As in the theme.
Yeah,
we're going to get a theme sort of tease.
Theme. Yeah, I could see that.
What theme? What theme would you want? Comic or MCU?
MCU.
Would you like? This is just random off the topic of retro cards. For a HasLab MCU, would you take like an army builder pack? Like the HasLab is like a 10-pack of Chitauri or something like that it's like got a diorama pieces so you can recreate the battle scene of New York or something like that. Do you know? So it's not one massive figure. I mean, but like a bundle.
Yeah,
like a bundle.
Yeah, like my hope for HasLab this year is not another big massive figure. My hope is something different.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I would like to see. I mean, when I say like the thing I want to see most from Legends and Black Series is dioramas and playsets for HasLab. Massively.
Yeah.
Like I really, really would love to see. I would love for them to do it's the 10th anniversary of Avengers this year. So like you say, about something that's like the Battle of New York, something that's like the Shield helicarrier, like that main room where Fury stands.
Yeah.
Something like that could be cool. That's like say like a semicircle, and the outside of the semicircle is like the glass of the...
If they could give it me in the exact glass, dimensions of a Billy Bookcase shelf as well, I'd be well happy.
Yeah, no.
Do you know, like, just keep that in mind. Use that as a promotional tool. It's the exact measurements of a Billy Bookcase shelf. I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see... I would love to see a Tony's Hall of Armor, from Iron Man 3.
Yep.
With... and I would love for, like... I would love for the tiers to be just... I'm trying to think.
The tiers are easy. Different armors that they haven't got before. Brand new armors, like quirky ones that have never been released or hardly seen in the film. Do you know ones that were like flying in the background? Just like actual armors. That HasLab writes itself. Tony Stark, Hall of Armor. Like with lights, LEDs, a place for Tony to stand, etc. The arms, the little dummy drones or whatever. And then like different arm, and then but if you buy multiple, you can build them on top of each other. That HasLab writes itself. Rob Pollock says have to go. Great show, fellas. Thanks for the conversation in chat. Rob Pollock,
Thank you,
you're
Rob.
always welcome. Thank you very much, Rob. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. It's late for us, but over there, it's still got a lot of Thursday left. If you get a helicarrier would be massive. But G.I. Joe's did it back in the day.
Who said that? Listen to what I said. I said, that it wasn't going to be the full-on helicarrier. I said that it would be the main room of the helicarrier, or like the main staging of the helicarrier.
I was with you.
But whoever said that in the chat, keep up.
Let me scroll back in and let me go back to so retro cards. Any final thoughts on retro cards? That was my last wild prediction that we're going to get some type of retro card reveal, release, whatever.
Yeah, it would be cool. I think it could be any of them, but as for who it will be, remains to be seen.
Okay, so these were my bold predictions, all right? So Monday, fan first, Monday, 21st of February, 2022, my predictions are more MCU reveals. And Amanda's about to invade the room. No, get Teddy out of here. Figures all over the floor. I'm scared Teddy will eat them and go away. Yeah, he's not interested. More MCU figure reveals. Lots of Spider-Man in any form. We don't know. Sub-character categories, releases, exclusives, anniversary figures. I don't know. Live action, movie, MCU, all of that good stuff. Marvel vs. Capcom. Probably the one I'm personally not too bothered about, but I know a lot of people out there would enjoy this one, so I'd be happy for you guys. And then 4 more anniversaries. Again, do we just get a single packed Danny Ketch on the nice Ghost Rider retro card and then something else in the future? I don't know. Lots of anniversaries. And then my final one was retro card. We're going to see more retro cards. Crazy predictions, right? Crazy. Wild.
Very.
I'm wild. What can I say? I'm a madman. Do you have any other crazy predictions? This same question to the chat as well before we wrap up. Before we get out of here, what other... Does anyone have any very specific... I know my predictions were very generic on purpose, so we could have a conversation around those topics. All right? That's what we do around here. We talk. But does anyone out there have any more specific predictions? Like, we haven't talked about Toad yet. Like, one of my predictions is they're going to show us Toad at last, finally. Show us bloody Toad.
Yeah, I think that's likely. I think what, as much as we're predicting all of what we would like to see, I think what we will actually see is, I think we'll see another wave. I don't know which wave, but I think we'll see a wave.
A comic wave?
And I think possibly.
Okay.
I would say maybe more likely a comic wave than anything else, than an MCU wave. And I would also I also think we'll see Toad, like you say.
Yep.
And I don't think we'll see the next Walgreens yet. I don't think we'll see the next Walgreens figure yet. But I think those are the two definite things. I'd be surprised if we didn't see those on Monday.
They never did the MCU Silverton Torturing, Heartbreaker, their Igor armor, great stretch goals. Yep, again, the Iron Man Hall of Armor writes itself in regards to stretch goals for a HasLab. I would be all in. Home Dude says Morph. We could get more VHS cards. We've not talked about VHS cards today, but we're going to be getting them in March. There's more coming this year. Rumored to be a couple more waves. We've already sort of seen, like, leaked, well, not even leaked. The Hasbro spiel at the end literally says we're going to get a Storm and a Jean Grey at some point. So more are coming. We shall see. Wrecking Crew box set, says Damien. That would be a great box set. An Amazon exclusive box set with the Wrecking Crew. I'd take that because I don't have the Wrecking Crew. I have one actually.
I was wondering whether yeah, nice.
Bulldozer.
I wonder whether the HasLab will be the Avengers 10-year anniversary celebration.
Oh, okay.
Based on what you were saying just now. Before that, though, I was thinking that in October, November time, when we get the big box set for Amazon.
Yep.
I was thinking that we will probably get the OG 6 Avengers in a box set from Amazon.
That'd be good.
Was my thinking. We'll see, but that was what I thought.
Rush McGowan says
it'd be cool if...
So I'm just jumping back to the comments, and Rush McGowan says Mojo. I know a few people have been talking about Mojo in the same format. We got MODOK this year. Mojo in a box. Bigger price point, obviously, but it is a bigger character. One of the last remaining Toy Biz Builder figures that haven't had a Marvel Legends Hasbro update. One that can probably still hold up on a shelf. It may not actually be able to stand on its legs anymore over time, but it's definitely a character that it goes for like over £100 on the aftermarket. The Toy Biz version. Not many Toy Biz figures still do that. So, a new Marvel Legends Mojo would be good. Any talk of Walgreens on Monday? Like Brandon said, maybe. We know we're getting Jigsaw. Will they announce the next one so soon? We are only in February. We usually get 4 in a year. Dan Yoon has already teased and said to us that one of them isn't always portrayed as a villain sometimes. So take that as you will. We did do an anti-heroes list on the stream not long ago. Rich M says, oh no, God, not Jungle Free. Oh, is that leaked Amazon list that no one knew what it was for ages or something?
Yeah.
Blob, Mike D says Blob. That'd be great. I'd take a Blob. I don't have the HasLab Dark Days Blob, but I reckon they could do a good job of it. Blob's the type of character I'd bring home and Amanda would be like, why do you want that in figure form? And like, she just doesn't understand it's Blob. But she'd just say, who's that ugly bastard? I'd be like, it's Bob. Fing Fan Foom says, home dude. Yeah, that guy's massive. God knows when we get another one of them. You'll be surprised how expensive Toy Biz figures have got them. I would know, says Cowboy Collector. Interesting. I do think a lot of people have nostalgic attachment to the Toy Biz figures. Of course they do. I just don't think aesthetically they fit in a modern display. Just my opinion, but I get the attachment people have. They did announce Quasar at the February stream last year, says Rich. Oh, okay. But Quasar was the second cosmic reveal, right? It was the Fallen, Quasar, Nova, and Binary, right? Or did Nova become? Did Nova come before Quasar?
It was Silver Surfer, Nova, Quasar, Binary.
Okay, so Rich is right then. So they did reveal the third Walgreens exclusive in February, so we could get another villain. Interesting.
Yeah.
We've talked about villains on the channel many a time, lots of different villains. Daredevil, Elektra, says Iron McGow. Point is, right, we will find out Monday. Deluxe Man Spider says firstly for chicken. I know he's eager for that. But yeah, let me go back to this. Let me just, as we wrap up now, we're going to wrap up now. But yeah, Monday, people. Monday. Fan First Monday. And me and Brandon will be back Monday night doing this all over again. But we will actually know what they revealed. Hopefully a lot. Do you reckon we're going to get more than 10 reveals, Brandon?
Yes. I would say about 10, if not more.
Yeah, what do you in the chat think? How many do you reckon we're going to get more than 10? Let me know your predictions in the chat. Again, we're going to find out in literally days. So I say 10. I say we can get to, if we get a full wave and a couple of random reveals, I think 10 would be fair. I'd be happy with 10 reveals. And confirmation of some of the other reveals, how we're going to get them. Like the Iron Spider, for example. Like, I don't mind that. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, Monday. We'll be back Monday.
Another question for you.
Yeah.
Favorite moment of the Multiverse of Madness trailer?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get. Oh yeah, best not get the trailer up.
Yeah, no, let's not.
I'm curious of Wanda's role. Like, they want us to think she's the villain, but is it a variant of Wanda that's the villain? Maybe, I don't know. I like the multiverse aspect of it. I'm not going to lie. I'm very curious of who's going to pop up, what worlds they're going to go in. In the trailer, it seems like they pop into an animated world at one point. Do you know, like, they look like they're in the Savage Land at one point. The Illuminati thing's very exciting as well. Like, I know it's going to be a variant version of the Illuminati. Like, is Tom Cruise going to be Superior Iron Man? I hope not. But if they did it, I wouldn't be mad. Do you know, like, are we going to get John Krasinski as Reed Richards? I don't know, but that would be cool to see. Like, that's fan casting for you. I'd like him to be the actual Reed Richards in the MCU, though, but again, I don't know if they will. I like that element of Doctor Strange, by the way. And, of course, the voice. That voice is, like, as I said, he's synonymous. Like, he started it with X-Men, came after Blade in the year 2000. Patrick Stewart in the MCU is like a nice like, and is Deadpool in the film? Are we going to see a live action Peggy Carter? Like, this trailer, Brandon, just give me more questions than it did answers, which is
if there was one dream cameo you could have in that movie, bearing in mind it's a multiverse now, you've got the full weight of the MCU behind you. You could have anybody from any franchise of Marvel TV, movie, anything. Who would you pick?
Would you pick Hugh Jackman Wolverine? So I've not thought about it. My favourite MCU character is, of course, Tony Stark. Of course it is. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. But it's too soon for him to come back. I wouldn't be mad if he did, but I think it's too soon.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I do think it's too soon for him to come back. And like, when it comes to the X-Men characters, like, there was only a few mainstays. Like, Charles is definitely one of them.
I think if it was me, I would, if it was live action, I really, really, really want to see, even if it's a glimpse, Halle Berry Storm, Hugh Jackman Wolverine, Famke Jensen, Jean Grey, and James Marsden Cyclops.
Yeah.
Even if it's a glimpse, I would freak if we saw that. And then for animation, I really, 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 because the Lord and Miller, the directors of Spider-Verse, they've hinted at MCU connections and multiverse connections and stuff like that. I would just love it if we saw, even like as him and Chavez are like hurtling through an animated space. Yeah. I would love it if they just went through different animated shows or animated things, and one of them was Spider-Verse.
In the trailer,
just Miles like sitting on top of a roof, earphones on, just scrolling something.
In the trailer, cool. There's definitely animated scenes, so something's going to happen in regards to animation. That is for sure. Yeah, like, this film's May, right? So we've still got a few months out, but yeah, this film's going to be very exciting for the potential. I would like, if Wesley Snipes didn't look so bloody old, I think to have Wesley Snipes' Blade in it, because just think we've already had a Blade recast, so we know that he's not the main MCU Blade. Just to have him as a cameo would be great. I know people are saying they wanted, people were saying that Ben Affleck's Daredevil may show up, but he turned it down or something like that. Like, they could go anywhere. Yeah. Just think we could have Chris Evans as the Human Torch, but
could you imagine?
Like,
that would be so funny.
Didn't they want Hydra Cap as well? They wanted him to come and play Hydra Cap or something like that. Deadpool would be funny. Like, however they use him would be funny. This is probably the film to do it if you're going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it not the one to do it? The Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
It's the one to do it. And like, they've asked Ryan Reynolds and he's given the same old generic answers.
Did you see that?
Asked. Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
So funny.
But Ryan Reynolds is a funny guy though anyway. Like, he knows what he's saying. So he could be giving us that double bluff type thing where he's like, I'm told not to say something, but I'm not in the movie. It's like, well, you're just basically telling us you're not told not to say something.
Yeah.
Like, he's a sneaky guy. He knows what he's doing. But everyone thinks that picture in the trailer is like a superior Iron Man, but it's not. It's some form of Monica Rambeau or some Captain Marvel. Right?
Or Maria Rambeau, yeah. I think so. I do think that we'll see superior Iron Man in the movie. And I would love to see
Iron Man's got to be in the Illuminati.
Play that.
Got to be in the Illuminati.
I would love to see that.
Black Bolt has got to be in the Illuminati. Iron Man, obviously Professor X, Namor. We could get the actor who played. They could. I guess all of them are going to be variant versions, right? None of them are going to be main MCU versions.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, a variant Illuminati. But then is that the main Illuminati?
I wonder if we could see. Imagine if we see John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, but he's not the MCU Mr. Fantastic.
That's what I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see John Krasinski as a variant Mr. Fantastic, not the MCU one. It's because it's just a fan cast. It's what the fans want to see. Kevin Feige knows that. He'd give us that. But then for the actual Fantastic Four film, because there is, like, in the comics, the Council of Reeds. Do you know, like, so John Krasinski could still come in the future if he wanted to, but not the main MCU one. I don't know. Honestly, the floodgates are freaking open now when it comes to the multiverse. They can do anything. Endgame and the success of Spider-Man alone is give the studios the confidence to be like, they did reshoots for Doctor Strange because of the success of Spider-Man. They were like, oh, people understand the multiverse concept. Let's do more of it. Do you know, like, because they've been scared of it for so long. But, yeah, crazy. Amanda says Teddy Bomb is coming. So that's her basically saying, Dan, hurry up, get off. So let me go to my credits real quick. Let me see if the credits will roll. Sometimes they work for me, sometimes they don't. Thank you very much to everyone who super chatted today. Ultimate Carnage, Laser Pants, Damien Ristori, Jerry, Rich, and of course, Bring Toys to Work with that massive super chat at the start as well. All the channel members as well, throwing their channel membership tokens. I appreciate you. Thirsty for Chicken as well. We're throwing some donations via the Streamlabs. So again, Ultimate Carnage, Laser Pants, Damien, Jerry, Rich, to Bring Toys to Work, Jacob, Superpower Toys, and Books Collectible. 3 new subscribers while we're streaming today. I always appreciate that as well. Let's help the channel grow. All that good stuff. But yeah, if your name's scrolling on the screen right now, I appreciate you. And I promise you on a stream coming up very soon, I'll be doing a channel membership giveaway. So if you want to be involved in that, become a channel member. It's only a couple of quid. Support the channel and you might win some toys. Some good stuff. Brandon, until Monday, my friend, where can the people find you online?
As always, guys, Hero.Collections. Dan, always a pleasure talking Marvel Legends with you, bro. Very excited for what is in store for us on Monday.
Yes.
Very, 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 very excited for Monday. So we will see what we get.
Yeah. I'm going to put, Greg says, I'm going to put the Boba Fett helmet on Teddy. That's a great idea. I might do that. And last thing before I get out of here, last plug, I promise. It is, of course, the network. So, live stream, me and Brandon will do this very show on Monday, the 21st, after the Marvel Legends live stream. Probably around our same regular time on Monday. No Legends and Liquor this weekend, but Legends and Liquor the weekend after will probably be on a Saturday. So, I'm thinking Legends and Liquor will be Saturday the 26th, right? So, I'm letting people know now. So you can get ready for it, okay? So Legends of Liquor may be at a later time and on a Saturday, because Amanda's not in, so I can go a little bit crazy if that makes sense, all right? So Legends and Liquor, I'm thinking Saturday the 26th, okay? The 26th of February, Legends and Liquor, talking all the Marvel Legends reveals, all the G.I. Joe reveals, all the NECA reveals. The 26th, Legends and Liquor, is going to be a good one, all right? So I'm thinking Saturday, a little later time. Let's crack the drinks open, of course. And of course, on this Thursday, in replace of the main show, Joe's and Juice. Me, Mark, and Tom will be talking Joe's and Juice this Thursday, the 24th, straight after, well, not straight after the live stream, but basically recapping all the Joe's and classified news on Thursday. And then on Tuesday, yes, people, it's going to be a mad week, but on Tuesday, I'm thinking me and Tanner are going to go for a Turtles and Tea. Hopefully NECA reveals some stuff at the weekend. I've still got some stuff to talk about. NECA have annoyed me. I love NECA, but sometimes I hate NECA. It's a relationship we've got. I got an email today that I'm not too happy about. I will explain all on Turtles and Tea, talking all stuff Turtles, and in the toy-related world. And we may even talk about that new movie with Seth Rogen. I don't know, but me and Tanner will be talking Turtles and Tea on Tuesday. So that's a lot of streams next week, Brandon. It's a lot of streams, but it'll be fun. Lots of toys. As I said, it is Toy Fair week. So everybody, I appreciate you. Greg says, stepping on the Wolfpack. No, I won't stream the same time with Wolfpack. I promise. And Miguel can get on my stream, and then I'll jump on his stream. How about that? Collaboration. Miguel, ring me. All right, we can do it. But I appreciate everyone. We'll see you Monday, okay? We'll be back Monday. If you're in the replay crew, we'll be back Monday. Let's talk some more Marvel Legends. The first live stream of 2022. It's going to be a good one. Let's put the screen up. Brandon, you got 30 seconds. What do you want to say?
If you're a Star Wars fan, shameless plug, go and check out Hero.Collections because I posted a Star Wars picture earlier. Boom. Mic drop. How's that?
There you go. Hero.Collections. Go and check it out. That's our final words for this evening. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. As always, lots of fun stuff coming up. If you're watching the replay crew, let me know in the comments. Tell me you're part of the replay crew. I'll give you a little heart on your comment. It's all good. Click another video. Save us to your watch later list. Let us entertain you while you're working at home or whatever it may be. But I appreciate everyone still in the chat as well. I see you. Lizzie Hartz, how was Uncharted? She doesn't care. She was just